Hello and welcome to Boarding Party's D&D campaign. Featuring Bentley Woods, CJ, D. Blackwater, Milo Reuter, and Phoebe Wilhine. I'm Drew, the Game Master for the Licorice region. With Bentley in a compromised state, the gang is eager to get him back on his feet. Distrust and urgency fill the air as the gang soldiers onwards. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Boarding Party 118. We rejoin our heroes in a moment of grief and also peace. Bentley.
Yes.
You're on the ground, my friend.
Yes.
Your stats have been affected.
Yep.
Helios is left with your book and your heartstone. The blade has sunk into the ground and become just motes of light that disperse in the grass beside you.
Yeah, Bentley's just curled up in the fetal position, leaves and mud in his hair. He's all pale and sickly, and he's just weeping to himself.
CJ,
He's sad boy.
you're the closest one to this action. The other three of you and all in the mirror have seen Helios fly off into the sky, saying he'll see you real soon.
To everybody or just to Bentley?
To everybody. But
Agreed.
he never breaks eye contact with Bentley.
Got it.
Jesus. Are you alright?
No.
Yeah. You look pretty fucked up.
I don't feel very good.
That... Okay. I don't know how to help you. That thing looks like it drained you.
Yeah, I don't feel good.
Okay. I don't know what to do. Are you like okay to go on?
Yeah, can you get up?
Bentley will try to stand,
Yeah?
and
Oh my god.
a natural 1 on the dex check, which would have been a -5 modifier anyway.
Bentley
So it's a
crippled now?
-4 to stand.
Oh.
He's just not very well coordinated.
Yeah, so Bentley tries to
Little
get up,
weak.
and it's like a baby deer, and he just
Oi.
like falls off his sickly little legs into like seated position again, and just
Out of-
kind of like starts crying again.
Player curiosity. Is that a thing that he's going to have to deal with
Yeah.
if he wants to stand up, or was that purely a player flavor choice?
That was a flavor choice.
Okay.
But also,
Allow
my
it.
dexterity score is still nerfed to high hell, so
Yeah.
like it'll be a -5 forever, presumably.
Right.
So like I was rolling it to be like, oh, it's bad, but then
Oh,
I
how
rolled a
bad
1.
is
I'll
it
allow
right
it
now?
because
It was real flavor text.
you're
after
sort
that.
of used to being a little beefed up and not at like.
Yeah. I was just asking,
Negative,
like,
yeah.
every morning, do we have to help him out of
No,
bed?
no,
Because he has
no.
to roll a die.
No,
I was just doing
Do
it
we
for
have to change
flavor.
his
but
diaper?
No,
that is
I don't
gross.
want to do that. So no.
I don't
You gotta change my diapers, guys.
Bentley,
No.
we're gonna find you a nice
Yeah.
home where
No,
they won't abuse
I
you.
was just doing it for flavor as like a, but like kind of like what I said. Like he's like a baby deer. It's like he's trying to like.
That's fine. I was just curious.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
good.
for
You're
sure.
good.
Player
Like he's
curiosity.
totally
trying
fair.
to walk
love
anew,
it.
and like right now his legs
Yeah.
just feel like jello. So he
He's-
falls.
Definitely. He's seen some better days.
All right. Well, don't give yourself a minute. Why don't we have you ride somebody or something?
Sling him over Pip like some cargo.
I mean, we do need to keep going.
Strap him in.
Yeah. In this moment, it would only be D and Milo while this is all going down that
Yeah.
sees.
I'll perceive. That was pretty good, actually.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah. The two of you.
21.
The two of you see in the ground where the book and the heartstone had fallen, there's this little singeing of like kind of fire and ash. But in the middle of it, burned over top, is now appearing a shimmering gold set of like stag horns that just burns into the ground and puts out the fire. and restores a little bit of grass growth.
That was
You two
weird.
catch that. Everybody else misses because it's pretty. It's noticeable, but there's a lot going on, and you guys are
Right.
kind of like.
Quick clarifier.
Yeah.
Were they like actual horns or the pattern?
No, it's
of
like an
horns?
image of like stag horns grows in, and after that light dissipates, there's green grass like normal, and then this sort of like golden, almost like wheat color in the grass that looks like stag horns grows over top.
Just kind of look at Milo.
Interesting.
Like,
I don't believe in witchcraft. Jesus.
is that like a symbol of anything that I would know?
I'll say the two of you so far who have seen it. It's up to you if you point it out to anybody else, but for now, roll just a raw intelligence check.
Well, yeah, you should tell everyone else about it.
Intelligence. That's a 15.
Okay.
11.
Okay. Means nothing to you at the current moment. D, it is a symbol of something.
Okay.
Like you piece that together real quick. You're like, the grass don't grow like that, and I just watched it happen.
Gotcha.
So something's foul in Denmark.
Okay.
Who knows?
All right. Do you have anybody that you want to like carry you? Should we put you on crash? How do you want to?
Yeah.
How do you want to do this? Because we can't just stay out here.
Yeah, I might be able to walk. There it is, crit.
Hey!
And
Just a deep breath.
just
Do it.
slowly, Bentley gets to his feet
Yeah.
and steadies himself, and like takes a couple of like janky looking steps, but like
Yeah.
he is walking.
All right.
There's some
Okay.
creaking
There he
bones.
is.
It's like when anybody over the age of like 27 stands up and everything just cracks and pops. And you're like,
Too
Guys,
accurate.
All right.
I'm really sorry. That thing, it like threatened me last night. It said that I needed to kill 10 moon touched or it was going to turn me into this disgusting puddle. Just like a puddle of person. It said that it did that to the previous owner of the book, and it really freaked me out, and I couldn't tell you guys about it because it said, don't talk to your friends about me anymore. And so I was trying to fulfill that to not die. And I just wanted my cool thing. Like, Milo, you've got your psychic powers now. Phoebe, you're able to, like, heal Pokemon and people. You have your trident, D, and CJ, you had your ghost stuff, and now you have your zip lines and your guns and your knives and all your cool things, and I feel like I'm kind of useless in the group. Like, I don't have anything cool. And this gave me something cool, but, like, clearly it was at the expense of needing to appease some creepy death god. And I didn't want that. I just wanted to try and be powerful and helpful to the team, and that clearly backfired tremendously. I'm really sorry.
Makes sense, man. You got the demon to go away, so that's good.
Yeah, I was saying something about the church, and I thought maybe if I went there, I could like stab the book with that sword and just put an end to whatever that thing is. But now it's gonna go off and give the power to somebody else. Probably gonna be a bad thing, and I screwed it all up.
No.
I mean, it seemed like he knew either what you were, at minimum, what you were saying, if not also what you were thinking. So
Yeah.
you were kind of in a spot
You're
where
stuck.
you couldn't have gotten away from it
Yeah,
stealthily.
Yeah.
I wasn't really thinking. I was just kind of acting, and clearly that
Made it worse.
made it worse. Yeah, I shouldn't have done any of that. I was trying to, I don't know. I wanted the powers, but I didn't want all the things that Helios thing wanted to go with the powers. And I thought maybe if we went to that church, it would give me an opportunity to fight back, but it didn't give me the chance.
Do you feel like that's why he found you? In the first place?
I don't know. I just feel like it was maybe taking advantage of me, because I don't know.
Because you really wanted it, though? Do you think that's why?
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I've ever been good at is getting my Pokemon killed.
Hmm.
I thought maybe with some additional power that wouldn't happen again, and then Lord Ridgemont was saying like, oh no, you've had the power all along, here's a nifty sword. So it was like they were kind of teaming up to screw with me. I don't know, it's just... I got Mortar killed, I got Klaus killed, I got Dragon killed, Huntail almost died.
You didn't kill them. It's not your fault that they died.
It is my fault.
It's not.
It is.
We were in bad situations, and it went the worst for them. It's not your fault.
But if I was better, it wouldn't have happened. You heard what Ridgemont said.
Ridgemont's a dick. You keep training. You're one of the best trainers that I've ever seen.
Really?
You got it. Bad things are happening. Yeah. The most bad things have happened to you.
You've had some bad luck.
But it's not your fault.
Okay. Thanks, CJ.
Would have been cool to have that sword. But, you know, we don't have a demon. So no sword, no demon.
God.
I guess it's positive overall, right?
I think we've all learned. If anything powerful comes along, there's a bad side to it.
Yeah.
A downside.
Oh,
I haven't seen a coin without two sides before.
Exactly.
Yeah, then you haven't seen Win Pimble's going up close.
Well,
That was a poor example.
He's on both sides going,
question, Drew.
yeah.
Not that I'm inciting Bentley, but
Sure.
more so like, is Helios really gone?
I was gonna do the same thing. Just a Arcana look over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we saw him leave, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
who's not to
but-
say it's like, oh, here I go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like idiots.
Stupid kid.
It seemed like he was real eager to leave.
I'm trying to figure out what check it would be for D. There's an insight would work.
Insight?
You can do
Okay.
Arcana or insight, whichever
Okay.
one you want to do.
I'll do insight because
Yeah.
D doesn't believe in magic, so even
He
though
don't
he carries a
believe in
magical
magic.
trident,
But
20.
he's got a magic trident.
not natural.
Yeah, a lot of the signs that were shortly present when the mask was not showing for Bentley are no longer there. The scars on the arms are beginning to fade very quickly. The paleness is sort of rushing away. A lot of that was just sort of possession.
Yeah.
Those bits are fading. How'd you do on your Arcana?
9.
9. You don't feel anything extra
Okay,
with Bentley anymore.
that's fine.
Granted, the mask would have stopped most of it anyway, but everything seems relatively okay. Out of curiosity, does anybody have anybody out right now?
Arjan.
Crash? Arjan? Okay.
I
Apophis
have
would
no
still be
idea.
like on my shoulder.
Okay. So same deal here, except we're also going to loop in Phoebes to this.
Okay.
Apophis,
Mm-hmm.
the rock that he's holding,
Uh-huh.
is now perfectly blank.
Oh.
There is nothing present, and Apophis just seems to be.
Interesting.
Totally normal.
Doing what he always does.
But that rock is now
Blank.
devoid of
Does he
of the rune.
Is he all precious about it still?
Not anymore. It's just a rock now.
So if I go up
Any
to
rock will do.
Apophis and be like, "Can I check out your rock?" Thank you.
Surprisingly heavy
Okay.
for how small Apophis is.
Right.
It's
Can I
just a
just-
big chunk of rock.
Okay.
If you want to know anything more about it, we can do a roll
Phoebe,
about it.
what are you doing?
It had the rune on it. It's gone.
What?
Yeah.
And Bentley will try and look at it.
Yeah, it's a perfectly flat, smooth rock on one side, and it looks like it's kind of chipped and broken and kind of sundered on the other side.
I'll like grab it and flip it over and see if it's on the other side.
Oh, there it is.
What's your? Yeah, as you go to.
I only look at one
You
side.
gotta go.
Fuck you!
You grab it. You go. The stone that Apophis has been carrying around weighs approximately 30 pounds.
Good Christ!
Okay.
Apophis carried it like it was nothing.
That
Right.
arm's like jacked.
That's why that arm is just.
Good
Impressive.
lord!
Yeah. But now that it is devoid of the rune, there doesn't seem to be anything particularly special about it. There's no spot where it was carved or anything. It's just a
Interesting.
flat stone on one side. Looks like it Kind of just looks like a piece of like mortar from a building that had fallen off. If that makes sense.
That's
Like
odd.
a brick or something.
Temple stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would
Do you have Claremont with you?
I don't think so. I mean, could go back and get him, but
I mean, we can hand you one.
oh yeah.
You got PCs.
Magical tablets.
I forget.
Magical tablets.
He's got one and I got one now, so.
Okay.
Digital
I'm thinking maybe because the rune that was on here is gone, maybe
Yeah.
we could put like a new one on.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't. I think we tried once.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
if we ever make it back to Etiola, we
Yeah.
could
Yeah.
try and maybe do some additional rune magic on this thing, because clearly there was something on here that, like, I didn't imagine that, right?
No, there was. It was the Rune of Destruction, which I wonder now, though, if
That's tied to Helios.
it's tied to Helios, or he just also does rune stuff. You know what I mean? But it's like,
It's hard.
but it's weird that
to-
he disappeared and then it disappeared.
Yes, ignore
Right.
that coincidence.
Maybe it, like, took whatever power Apophis had in the stone with him?
Yeah.
Or they were linked in some way.
Right.
Because, I mean, timeline-wise, isn't that around when you started doing all that, too? When you met Apophis?
Yeah, I guess after I caught Apophis, kind of that weird stuff started happening.
Mm.
Apophis, do you know about this Helios god thing? Can I Arcana check?
Not anymore. Unfortunately.
Oh, cool. So I have no power at all. None.
Yeah.
0. Okay.
Yeah, you burned your pact, man.
Can I try to speak to it? Like Neek?
Because you're you. You know the drill. Where's the die that
no-
worked
Well, it worked
for
once for
Neek?
him, so he's riding that
This is
high.
the die
yeah.
from Devin. I've only rolled it for the Neek check and
Let's
never
go.
again.
You gotta try, right?
Yeah,
You
if
gotta
they
try.
are the same number,
Yeah.
Then
with the no check required forever, you can talk to Apophis.
Sure. Why not?
16 and 8. So close.
But they're divisible.
No, I don't
So
care in
you
this
have
situation.
these.
Yeah.
so you can do sign language.
Doesn't
He
matter
either
here.
said root beer or yes.
Or
And Helios is back.
You said the code word.
why'd you bring me back here? I thought we were done. Arjan, this is gonna be a little bit weird.
Okay.
But Arjan, give me a smelling check.
Excuse me.
The
It's
best
been a
kind
while
of
since
check.
Arjan's been out. He's got a keen nose.
Smelling.
You have advantage. You've keen smelling.
It's true. Thank goodness. It's same both times.
Same both times.
It is an 8.
Okay, Arjan, you smell
Mhm.
Fart.
a plant
Okay.
nearby,
Cool.
and you kind of get a little bit distracted.
Okay.
I'm not gonna make you go walk and get it, but you're like,
If he's like my son is around certain treats and he's like, and while I'm holding
Yeah.
him, then
yeah, he's like.
yeah. We'll see. Let's see what you got.
There is a small, I was gonna call it a small green leaf. That's every plant. There's a small plant.
Beautiful description.
It has these sort of like barbed green leaves on the top of it.
Okay.
And then on the bottom, it's just this kind of like long root, and Arjan seems to be pointing to the root.
Okay.
It's like,
I'll try to pull it out of the ground.
yeah, you just thunk. It's a plant.
Okay.
But Arjan's like,
Sure. Go for it. You can hold it.
I'll hold it up to your nose.
I'll smell it.
Yeah, it smells just a bit like lavender, but not quite. A little bit off, maybe.
Say less.
Smells like off-brand lavender. Okay.
Yeah. As you're like, it's lavender, and Arjan goes, no, it's not. But he doesn't say it. He
Okay.
just goes,
No.
Okay.
and he's like, Phoebe, set him straight. But he'll just kind of hold it, and he's like, perfect. I know what I'm doing with this.
Cool.
Like the clearance
I-
rack of candles, lavender scent.
I'm just gonna pop up behind you
Mhm.
and Arjan,
Hello.
and I'm just gonna be like, ooh, and try to flip through the book. Is
Yeah.
it anything
Oh, it's
that's
in
in the book?
The sort of like a root and leaf structure.
Yeah.
It's two-parter. I know it's impossible in the world. Bite me. I'm gonna stop caring. The leaf structure up top is saffron. It is
Okay.
a natural antidepressant. The root structure. Yeah, the root structure is licorice.
Oh.
Oh, what? I love licorice.
Well, it's like a licorice root. It's not like the candy, but
Yeah, but
you can make the candy out of it, and that's what Arjan's looking at.
Does-
He doesn't
That's
really
what
care about
art
the
is.
leaf, but he really wants.
Does
He was
Tia
like, I
love
want-
licorice or does
yeah.
Phoebe?
Tia loves licorice.
it's
Black
leaking
licorice
into
or
it.
red?
Black.
Well, I like both. I'll
Disgusting.
eat.
You
Disgusting.
sicko.
I'll
You're
eat
the
both.
only
loves it
one.
too.
It's so good.
You're the
No,
only one.
my
You're
dad
the reason
also
they
loves
still
black
make it.
licorice.
You're the only two.
I love
can't.
red licorice. Black
Yeah,
licorice.
red
is-
licorice is fire.
I can do
Yeah.
both, but
Yeah,
I
so-
would rather burn.
It's
Yeah, it's
I,
gross.
I
Eat
can't
anus.
kiss Tia for like 2 days after she said black.
so then I always try to
licorice.
make out with him. I'm like, come here.
Fun little happy Halloween.
I'm feeling a little romantic.
Eat a whole raw potato.
You're like, oh, me too. Oh,
Oh no, you tricked me.
Never mind.
Run.
But
It's so
to bring us full circle,
Yes.
saffron
Yeah.
is a natural antidepressant.
Yep.
It boosts your immune system and it helps you with digestion.
Okay.
All around,
smoke some.
all around a good time. The licorice is oddly enough an ancient treatment for asthma, and is a good antiviral as well.
Does anyone have
Helps
asthma?
fight disease.
D gets it every now and then.
Okay.
But that's when he
But
just
what I
physically
will-
injures himself.
What I will throw out for you is if somebody were to say chew on this licorice root, and then say you encountered one of the lichen rock hordes, you would have immunity to disease for that
Oh.
rot.
Oh.
So I'm throwing you a little bone.
Nice.
And I've got one
Keep an eye
of these.
out.
One
Can
of
we-
these.
You have one licorice root.
Oh, there's
so
only
we'll give
one.
one person, and it's not a long-term thing.
Right, right.
It's like an hour-long effect,
Okay.
but it gives you
Does
immunity
it
to disease.
does it have to be preempted?
It would have to be preempted, yes.
So,
it will
like-
help you fight off the rot.
Yeah, it would
Well-
have to be before somebody gets
But
bit,
if
not
like
they get
if
bit,
it's like
oh, do it.
if you hear wolves howling, you could be like,
Right, right.
licorice root.
So we'll keep an eye out.
Yeah.
Eat your
But now that
licorice.
you've seen it, I'll
Heck yeah.
this bone thrown.
Bone thrown.
Yeah.
Thank
Beautiful.
you.
There you go.
Bone cut.
We will look at it and we will
This little plant interruption was brought to you
Oh my
by Red Bull. I'm just kidding.
we will keep reading our
I'll get that
book
sponsor.
scroll.
Okay. Very good.
Cool, cool.
While that's happening, Apophis is going to go over and just pick up his stone again and flex it a couple times, and then Bentley will call him back
Okay.
for the first time in like many days.
The deatomizing laser.
Itemizing laser.
Are we good to go? Are you guys all okay? Everybody good to keep going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just standing next to Oliver, hanging out.
Yeah. He's just stood there, big gnarled staff in hand, very uncomfortable on 2 feet.
Oh.
Are we ready to move on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You have all said your things. You are okay to walk and to stand? You are feeling okay?
I guess.
Can you like
Okay.
whittle a stick for him?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't do that.
Can you?
Wait, you have magic.
I don't like to
You
use
can't even
this.
make a cane? What are you good for?
I don't like to use the magic.
Oh, okay. Fair.
Only for specific things. Okay. If you are ready to move, I will be up in the trees. Just follow behind.
Okay.
Can Bentley find a large, like, walking stick on the side of the forest?
Easy enough.
On the side of the forest, it's all forest.
You're like...
Yeah, so he'll try and find like a broken branch of Bentley height to use as like a walking stick just to help him steady himself.
Very good. Alnamir, in this particular instance, will not become a leopard.
Ooh.
And
It's
you
easier to
will,
just
New
float.
look.
yeah, so I will actually briefly retcon him instead of saying he'll be up above you. He becomes a massive, like, saber-toothed, tiger-looking Arcanine. And just looks back, fangs all down, and just kind of, like,
I guess he can
rockets
do
off ahead.
multiple things.
That's so cool.
Shoot, I'm gonna send out Fang.
Okay. Yeah. Fang,
Do that.
if it is your wish, that regrettably right now he is fire type, but
Yeah.
you don't have to pack bind immediately.
No.
But yeah, the big ol' Arcanine will pop out, and you can see there's just like this red hot glow inside the mouth as he's like running ahead. But he seems perfectly confident right now as he's running ahead. He doesn't look like he's worried about anything coming up on you guys.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Fang to kind of just make sure to keep an eye and ear out for him, as he's got keen senses.
Fang, give me a concentration check.
That's fair.
I believe in you.
Oh,
I believe in you. You just got to beat a 10.
5.
All right. Fang runs like 15 feet ahead, stops, looks around, and then like looks over into a bush, and then just starts chewing on a stick, and then brings it back to you. And it's like, I'm watching out, but throw the stick.
I'm gonna keep it in front of us, where I can keep an eye on him.
Perfect. He will do that literally as long as you will.
Yeah, he only
You
gets
cannot
like,
tire him out.
He only
He's
gets like
invincible.
6 tosses.
Okay.
Bentley's going to tie his spell tag around the top of his walking stick.
Very good. On the subject of spell tags, can I get a marching order?
I'll take the front.
You gonna be in the front because you're throwing for Fang?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I'll be in the rear.
I'm gonna be
Back?
closest to
Fang's
wherever
spell tag.
Bentley is.
Okay, so CJ second from the back. You guys can walk like 2 aside if you want to.
Fill the middle. I have no
Okay, be the
desire to be anywhere
Okay.
specific.
Sure. And then is anybody keeping an eye out for anything specific, particular? We want to look for anything, or we just cruising ahead?
I'm looking for that licorice root as we walk.
Okay, give me a nature check with all of your newfound additions.
Aren't I an expert now?
Yeah.
What does
Yeah.
that mean?
+4.
You're gonna add an additional proficiency bonus on top of that, and an additional 2. It's gonna be gross.
So 19,
Let me see that.
Would you roll?
11. My
Okay.
nature,
Let me
it says
see your-
+8.
let me
Plus
see
8.
your tablet.
Good.
And add another 2 to it.
And then add 2, so you'd add
21.
10. So 21. Easy enough.
Expertise. We can change
You know what? It's no
it
fun if I roll it.
so that it's
I'll let Tia roll in a second.
What do you want me to roll?
Tia, I want you to roll a d6
Okay.
and 2d4.
Wow.
This will be over the course of the walking day. But,
So 4 on the D6.
okay.
And then 1 and 2.
Okay,
On the
so
D4s.
you get 3 sprigs of saffron
Okay.
and 4 licorice roots.
3 sprigs.
That is over the course of your walking day. That's what you'll come across.
4. Okay.
Find all those things.
And I'll just keep an eye out outside of our little bubble
Okay.
to see if normal Pokemon happenings are occurring in
wanna
the
give me a-
forest or if there's not.
Okay. Do you want to do a roll about it?
I mean,
What I'm asking is, would you rather roll a d20 or a d10?
let's do a 10,
Okay.
because why not?
There you go.
Feeling saucy.
Thank you.
It's a bold move.
Change
Let's
it
do
up.
it.
We're going to change it up.
The bold strategy here, Cotton.
We'd love to see it.
Out.
That's a 2.
A 2. Oh boy, this early? Okay.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Let's ratchet things up,
Yeah,
fellas.
as you guys are walking through, better part of the morning has passed you by, already with the events of the day, and it's getting to later in the evening, and Alnamir will come to a screeching halt from his sort of like tiger run, and will slink back to you guys, and there's that like weird warping of flesh and cloak as he becomes Alnamir once more, and he just goes shh and flicks the staff, and darkness will go around all of you. So go ahead and throw a stealth check for everybody that's out, and add an additional 10 from Alnamir.
Oh, Fang, you dumb mother.
So it's a group check. Pass or fail is going to be determined by the majority.
What was the addition?
You had
10.
10.
Add an additional 10 to whatever you would have.
Okay. 18.
Okay.
Do I need to roll for Arjan because I'm holding him?
No, if you're holding him, he's relatively quiet. I will say he can be with you.
So we add 10 on...
Add 10 to whatever you would normally add as well.
Oh, so
So
19.
the 10 is additional.
19.
Alnamir will give you bonus of 10.
Crash is 17, CJ is a 16.
Okay. 2 successes.
13 from Bentley.
3 successes.
23.
4 successes.
19.
5 successes.
Natural 1 and a 19.
2 failures and another success, which I don't have enough fingers for. So you're good. 6 is better than 2. Pass and fail as a group, baby.
Thank
As you
God.
guys all get relatively quiet.
Arjan rolled a natural also.
Good ask. Good
It
ask.
would have been closer.
Way to ask.
Would have been closer, but I'll say you would have still succeeded anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You do, however, all hear a horrible horrible sound that I barely know how to describe.
Just do it.
It is that of a crow in distress with the whinnying of a horse in horrible agony.
In one noise?
In one noise.
Okay.
It begins as like this awful gurgling raven's caw and just trails off into the sound of like a wounded horse.
So it sounds
Fucked
like
up hippogriff.
they're having trouble. Like it's not
Try
like
and do the noise.
like
Challenge him.
It sounds
Challenge him.
You have.
something close to that.
I don't like that.
that sounds like they're in trouble.
I don't like that at all.
Sounds
You
weird.
immediately feel this overwhelming sense of dread.
Yeah.
All the hair on the back of your neck is stood up. You get this incredibly compelling urge to run.
From it?
Yeah.
Mm,
But you succeeded your stealth checks.
disagree.
As lurching out through the trees very, very far off from you, I'm going to ask for a perception check for everybody to see what everybody sees. It's very far, the trees are very thick, but this is a massive creature.
22.
Very good.
Hell yeah.
9.
19.
11. I'm
So
trying
18 and 22.
to keep
19.
Fang's mouth
Okay,
shut.
you two, 19?
No, that was
19.
19.
I got 19.
19 to 22.
19.
The two of you are able to see. This is gonna be gross. I have a picture for reference, but I can't use it because
Why?
copyright.
Copyright.
Oh.
I don't own the rights to
Just-
this at all.
Just put a
Disclaimer.
top hat on it.
Well, I don't even know who to credit
that
as
how
the
that
artist.
Oh.
But to
You could feign ignorance, but
What I'm
as long
going
as
to
it's
do-
different enough.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to describe it to everybody, and I'm going to show it to CJ and Joel.
Yeah.
Okay.
CJ and
okay.
Joel, I should say. I'm going to show it to Jordan.
I
and
like
Joel.
using my
Yay.
imagination.
You see a 45-foot tall creature
Okay.
standing on what looks to be buckled horse's legs that trail off into a spine of bone
That's
that
disgusting.
juts into the ground. It has two sets of human arms that are currently holding an adult sawsbuck. It has two larger sets of claws, one of which is being used to hold itself up, and the other one is used to break trees out of the way. It has two massive raven's wings. This thing's probably got like an 80-foot wingspan. And stitched to the top of this pale, gaunt creature's body that trails off into a lizard's tail is the head of a raven.
Holy shit.
The eyes are a milky white, and you gather even from this distance the creature is blind.
Let me
So,
see this
Joel-
fucking thing.
This is what you see.
I don't
Yeah, I was like, I'll turn my head.
Okay.
I need to see this
Jordan,
thing.
this is what you see.
Wow.
It's less scary than I imagined.
Yeah, the description is
Oh, that is incredible.
horrifying.
Right? Even from this distance, the two of you can see that this creature is not natural, obviously.
Yeah.
And at every joint, it is like the monster of Victor Frankenstein. It has been stitched together and in some way been given life. The sawsbuck in its arms, that sound of the horse neighing, was its death groan.
Okay.
As that large bird beak stabs in and just begins to rip flesh before just consuming the thing whole.
Holy shit.
It marches forward, plucks a full-grown tree out in one of those large claws, and throws it like a spear, and you hear another sound of a horse in distress.
Question, Drew.
Yeah.
Looking at this thing, does this thing give me the same kind of like stitched, put together vibes that the skeleton things did?
This has flesh.
Yeah. Okay.
Skeleton boys were just skeletons,
Ooh,
but
yeah.
it's, in a creepy way, maybe.
Okay.
If something could do one, maybe the other.
Okay. So,
knows?
Yeah.
They're getting better.
Yeah, but as you all duck down, Alnamir, for the first time since you have known him, shows actual emotion of, like, nobody makes a noise or I will have to kill you.
Oh, cool.
It's like, do not. Shh.
He puts his hands around him.
Tough.
Yes.
He's like,
Fang just goes, and you're like, shut.
Your face. And he goes, and you're like, you are like a foot tall.
And I'll bring him back into the ball.
And I'll scan him with the dex.
No idea.
Roll for initiative.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
Not this time.
Bentley's just gonna be watching CJ's reaction to seeing this horror.
Yeah, as it's just
Don't we all see it or no?
everybody hears it.
Everybody hears
These
it.
two see
They
it.
see it.
Oh, see it. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll throw you the bone. It's definitely even from that. You're like,
Because I thought it was huge. So
yeah.
how do
You guys
miss,
can
how do you
see
miss that?
you see like bits of limbs, but these two are
Okay.
able to like kind of peer around some trees
Okay.
and be like,
Also, Alnamir
got
cast us in darkness, so maybe that's why we don't see.
Okay.
Who knows?
yeah.
take it.
This thing is a couple 100 feet away from you, and you can still grasp the size.
What does it look like? I'm just kidding.
Because as that crow
Could you
beak
describe
comes
it to
down
me?
and jabs into another sawsbuck, you do see it like lowering down. But as it rises back up and kind of flutters the wings a bit, you feel the shockwave from the wind where you're standing now.
Wow.
As it goes before everything goes quiet. And Alnamir just stays perfectly still looking at all of you like... It's like, do not move. You see the canopy above you. And it's hundreds of feet in seconds. Flying just further in. But even from this distance, you see a couple trees that just... from the flapping of the wings.
Bentley's just like not moving, barely breathing.
Yeah. That was a good time to roll a 2.
What the fuck was that thing?
Are we allowed to talk now? Is it gone? I'm waiting for Alnamir.
Yeah.
to cue
Alnamir, after a couple seconds, just goes, okay. All right, we are good. We can keep moving.
No, no, we're not good. Is that... I'm going to ask this first. Is that a product of the wizard thing that lives out here, Florian? What is that?
Yes.
It is?
It
He's
is-
making these things?
I don't know if he is, but he could make that.
Okay, yeah, I'm aligned with getting that staff. I
Could
don't think
you
should
make
be
that?
making those things.
Could, yes. Would, no. I don't want
Yeah,
one.
no.
What was it?
No.
Yeah.
Not
What
real.
was it?
It was not.
It was pieced together. It was multiple things.
It was a...
Ew.
Yeah.
Was it like
It was a
like
terrifying bird demon thing.
Pretty close, yes.
It literally looked like multiple things had been put together. Like
Yeah.
you could see where they were put together.
Yeah.
gross?
Drew, have I asked Alnamir if he knows the name Horus? Like,
I don't
Would
think
he-
you have.
The
I
what?
feel like you got. Although if you did, I don't think I gave you an answer. So
I want to say I did, but I can't remember
If you what?
if he knows the name Horus.
Oh.
I
Because
thought you
that's the
did.
name
I think you did.
on the letter that I showed you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
yeah, you may. I feel like you asked and he told you no.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
'Cause I
if
think
you
rolled
haven't
for
asked,
it.
he doesn't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is not
I'm trying to piece things together,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
not working. trying to tinfoil hat.
I
theory
know.
this.
I know the moon touch thing is coming and it's imminent, but that shouldn't exist.
That was
That
pretty,
shouldn't-
that was
that
pretty
shouldn't
terrifying.
exist.
You are correct. It should not.
No
exist.
one should be making.
Did you know
that.
about that thing?
I have encountered it a few times before. Yes. Would you have believed me if I told you there was a 40-foot tall crow horse? Probably not.
You know,
A what now?
Yeah. That's
basically
Yeah.
what it was.
I have yet to find a name for it because it is so disgusting.
Is there more?
It's worse than just
Hopefully
like a
not.
horse and a bird put together, though.
But every time I
It's way
see it,
worse
it
than
is
that.
much larger than the last time. Usually a few more arms.
Yeah, it's got multiple
So
arms.
he's adding to it, or it's like
Something is
growing by
adding to it.
itself?
Yeah.
I hope something
it's,
is adding to it and it is not
Let's
growing.
let's save the world and
Too
then
big.
let's come put that thing out of its misery.
The one
You
saving
trying to kill that?
the one
That
saving
thing
grace
shouldn't
is it is
exist.
blind. So as long as you are quiet and
I mean,
have
I'm
no
down to
scent,
fight it, but
he will not find you.
Like,
But how did it not find us? We smell.
if
Yes,
we,
but we are far enough away. And
and we're in
thankfully
like a
we're quiet.
special bubble.
we got the
But if
bugs.
he's throwing literal trees as javelins at things, and it's like, oh, I've eaten every sawsbuck, might as well head to town. That thing,
So is that gonna go towards the rest of the region, or does it?
So far, it has been unable to breach the tree line. The forest has properties. You will see more of these
Good
things
lo-
as we get closer.
great. good.
Yeah, the
Awesome.
region's protecting the
Do you think that it's being like
people.
controlled by something?
Not anymore, no.
Could
I don't
that
think you can
thing, in
make-
theory, be moon touched?
I have no idea.
Because that's
Wow,
a
okay.
problem.
That's
I don't know.
It might be easier to kill if it could.
Really?
It would not hunt as intelligently.
oh.
Fair.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Just let it turn into an Elgium and then we'll kill it.
This it just
Let's moon touch it. And then put it in a cage. in
We're
the
now the
moon.
moon touchers. Get over here, moon. I'm gonna get
We
you.
just have a prisoner Elgium. And we're like, hey,
Children
we need to
of
go
the
touch that
moon.
thing. Well, now we need another Elgium. Dang it.
Yeah. But if you guys continue walking, you will eventually cross the path of where it was,
Yeah.
and you'll just see these crater-like footprints.
Cool. One last question.
Yeah.
As we, this is to Alnamir.
Yeah.
As we go further into the forest, are things gonna be more like that?
Hopefully not the same scale, but yes.
Okay.
So like, there's just a bunch of like made things from the Florian guy.
Yes.
He's just out here making things.
The heart of the wild, this little crystal, can do many things. But it also does not allow you to die here.
What?
The forest will hold on to you. I recommend that nobody is killed.
When you say the
That's good.
forest will hold
good.
on to you, what does that mean?
You're stuck here if you die?
Yes. You will see more things as we get in.
Further.
Great.
Purgatory.
You almost died here and you didn't even know.
Yeah, thanks for saving me, CJ. Bentley's gonna try and scan the gigantic footprint with his Pokedex.
Yeah, nothing comes up. It's like,
That's
that's a big hole in the ground.
Yeah, it was more just to like
Yeah.
have photographic evidence.
Big
Sure.
hole.
Yeah, the even as you like go up to scan it, trying to get this thing in frame, the width of this thing, we're
Right.
talking 10, 15 feet across,
Good lord.
and like 6, 7 feet. Flip that, so like 10, 15
Yeah,
feet
yeah.
long.
Disgusting.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
Gross.
And then behind there is a backwards human footprint.
Do you think you could catch that in a Pokeball? Probably not.
Do you want to
'cause
go
it-
try?
I mean, if
Okay,
we're gonna
good
try,
luck.
if we're gonna not now, obviously, if we're gonna try and kill it though, might as well try and catch it. Because if it works like a Pokemon, then we own it.
Maybe if it was the flesh ball, it would work. But I don't think.
Yeah, it definitely had like human parts too.
Maybe like if you die, right? Just this is gonna get morbid for a second, but bear with me.
Tinfoil hat.
Let's say you were to take a Pokemon attack and it just were to obliterate your torso and you died and you're just like limbs and a head, and then like later down in the forest something gets hunted and it's only its torso's left. Is the forest like piecing it together? Like, oh, I have bits of pieces and I'll keep this here and keep it alive. Is that what happens?
If you are
horrible
unfortunate enough, we may see one of them.
I'd like to not.
Yo, that's crazy. Where'd you get your little
Thanks.
stone?
Many, many years ago, when I landed here,
Is it like the
Rohan
same?
and I decided it would be best to keep something.
Have we already established that that's like a source stone?
Yeah.
In your words, yes, it is two.
I don't remember if it
Dark
was
and-
because we've established they're from like
grass.
a different timeline.
Yeah.
So they
That's
might be
right.
from stones from not ours.
That's right.
That's why
I
he
knew
can-
there was something with
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I
yeah.
couldn't remember though.
That was from like when we first.
But it
entered
was
Green
pieces
Gate.
of two
Yeah.
that was
dark
established.
grass. Okay.
Yeah.
His introduction to you was being
That's right.
blown into this reality by being too close to the source stone chain reaction.
That's right.
Which does things to a body.
Right. Well.
Interesting.
Can we
Yikes.
keep moving? Because this whole place freaks me out a
Pieced
lot.
Together.
Yeah.
All right. So we're
Let's start to
the
speed
church is
walking.
where we're going, right? That's where we're trying to
Sounds
get
like
to.
it.
Yep.
Okay.
Continue
good
till
with
it
whatever.
gets nighttime, and then rest in the manor.
Mhm.
And then when we go into the manor the next day, we need to make sure we're back, maybe a couple 100 feet. That way they can't track us.
Yeah. I'm okay with doing the opposite too.
What do you mean?
Like if we want to go to the church and then like just run 100 yards and then double back and then investigate it and do whatever and then go further forward.
We're not able to
I
get
see
to the
what you're
church.
saying.
I think Devin is confused because I
Get to the church.
Okay.
Go further.
Then
Come back,
double
hang
back.
out.
Then
Go
when
into
we
the manor.
go
Come
forward.
out over there.
So
Are we that close to the church enough?
No.
No, he
you
said when you get there.
You said the next day when we do that, whatever.
Yes.
I'm saying because from a strategic perspective, if we were to go backwards, we'd pass by them again if they were like, this is where they went in, and they might come out. But if we're past it, then we don't have to walk past them again.
I get you. I see what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down now.
Okay.
All right.
All right. As we're walking, you guys begin to see signs of human activity.
That's unsettling.
An old, very old, weathered road
Mm.
that just kind of begins to make itself a little bit more obvious. Very root gnarled, overgrown. You see a very, very faded, rotted wood sign. And you're only able to see on the far right of it, the left part of this sign has kind of rotted off and fallen onto the ground and broken. You see AKOS and then a 2 written underneath. And the sign is kind of like one of those little signposts, little arrow. And you can see there's a very roughshod road.
Can I do a nature check to see if there's any tracks on there that look like they're within the last 100 years?
Sure, yeah. Let's talk about it.
I ask jokingly, but I mean like
How is that spelled,
fresh,
Drew?
like still used.
AKOS. But clearly there are some things missing.
We
Get at it.
natural 20
Oh my god.
for a total of 26.
Okay. Yeah, as you get down low, you inspect the road. It is quite well worn. Lots and lots of little hoof prints. A few paw prints. Nothing human.
Okay.
But many, many little, like, bony cat claws is probably the best way to say it.
Bony cat claws?
It looks like
Alnamir
same
claws?
basic shape
Bone
of like if a
cats.
cat were to have stepped, but with no flesh.
Flesh. Gross.
Very bony.
Bone kits.
Do you point that out to everybody, Milo?
No, tell no one. I sit upon it.
That would look weird.
Get rid of them.
Why shouldn't I keep it?
Dust
Did,
them away.
when he points it out, I'm assuming it looks like the creatures.
Yeah, you
Okay.
piece it together pretty quick. You're like,
that way.
how spooky.
Good to keep
Wait,
going.
Yeah.
Okay. Done tasting dirt.
Can I do
For
a
now.
perception or insight check on the sign to see if I can like deduce what it used to say before the letters got weathered away?
Yeah, give me a perception or investigation.
Or to see if the rest of the sign is lying on the ground.
Oh, crit.
Oh, you do see that that broken bit of sign that has rotted and is on the ground, and you kind of hold it up and you're like. The sign pieces together. Monacos,
And
2 days by horse.
Guys, check it out.
what does... Never heard of that name. Or have I? History check.
Oh my god.
Crit.
Oh, what is going on with you two?
In the weirdest twist of fate, this is something that would have made way more sense for D. You stayed home from school one day and you watched the History Channel. And you watched... This is a
This
name...
one memory stuck in there.
This is basically the equivalent of someone being like, hey, what was the name of the city that submitted like 300 troops to the siege of Troy? Monacos. And you're like, it is real.
El Dorado.
What you remember from this weird special from the guy with like the swoopy hair.
Alien.
Yeah.
Turns out he was right.
Yep, he was 100% correct in this instance. As you kind of start to piece this together, and Bentley's like, Monacos. That way, the two of you look at each other and just go, Monacos! And it starts to click. Monacos is a very, very small town from hundreds of years ago. Very, very minor. It was the southernmost settlement in this forest before Greengate was established. And you guys somehow managed to just be like, oh!
Is there any relation between Monacos and the, like, kingdom where the queen sits? Like, is that part of her realm, or it's kind of just lost to time?
Not part of her realm.
Okay, so it's even
She
older than
wanted
that.
it to be part of the realm. Way back then, it would have been whoever was king or queen, or duke or whoever. But yeah, what
so
you guys,
it's not, but they wanted to take it over, kind of deal.
To make it easier for you guys, this entire stretch of forest. Now that you're seeing that Monacos was real and this weird History Channel special.
I apologize if you were wanting.
No, this is fine. This is just War of the Architects stuff, but I don't care. There were about a dozen villages and towns built up in the stretch of forest, and they constituted the southern kingdom that split off from the north. And every time the north tried to come down here and invade, the forest pushed them back. But this would be the furthest south point to what is now the Licorice region, but back then would have been an arid wasteland. Would have been nothing.
Do you think this Monacos place still exists? Like, do you think maybe it's like still a town?
Doesn't look like it.
I just saw a human horse raven, so a town existing seems possible to me.
Well, even if there's not like people there, like maybe there's like old
Stitched
buildings.
together people.
Yeah, right? There's gonna be
That's what I'm expecting.
freaking zombies there, probably.
That's horrible. I don't want that.
There's gonna be a bunch of zombies we gotta kill.
I just thought it'd be cool to see like some old buildings.
I think that if they were still a thing, this path would be a little more used recently.
I mean, maybe, or they're coming from the other direction, but
Yeah, or they just don't come down.
yeah, it
Just
doesn't
stay
seem
up
like
there.
anybody with any sense goes through this hellscape forest.
Everybody get out your coconuts. We're going down to Monacos.
Here we are.
All right, Phoebe, lead the way.
This is the...
By two horse.
I pulled up the
by
Impossible
horse.
Creature soundtrack because you said a raven horse. And I was like a horse.
My brain is broken by impossible creatures.
Anyways.
They're destroying
Wait, I liked it. Bring it back.
It's 35 seconds long.
Aw, just put it on repeat.
Yeah, put a loop on it.
All right.
So, Aldemir, is this Monacos place close to the church? Like, could we conceivably go to both?
They might be the same. I don't know.
Interesting. All right.
Inconceivable.
I mean, I think that'd be pretty cool to check out what was like an old town city from who knows how long ago.
I mean, I feel like we're going to go. So we're going.
To the
wake
church.
Me up
Well said.
Before you go.
Wake me up.
Well, regardless, it is in the same direction. Maybe we can check it out. I don't know.
Okay.
If you want to stay there, it's your call.
Maybe.
Not too keen on staying anywhere in this place.
Yeah,
Any
pretty much.
longer
I
than we
wouldn't
have to.
recommend
I'd like
it,
to just
but-
get our
Yeah.
teleport checkpoints and leave.
Be mighty dandy, and he's just gonna keep walking. If Alnamir's kind of like,
Yeah.
come on, let's
As soon
go.
as Aldamir's like sees you guys ready to go, he's like, okay.
Let's go.
Arcanine comes back out and he's like, I don't like to stand.
Can he talk when he's in animal form?
No. That is the trade-off.
Looks super
CJ
badass.
is
Can't
still
talk.
into it. It's not enough of a drawback to.
Of course not.
Yeah.
If
Makes
anything,
sense
it's
that
more
you
of a
can't
benefit for us.
Speak as a human being
You
when you're
can't
an
speak
animal.
when you're an animal? No, that doesn't deter me. Okay.
At all.
Carry on.
Not even a little bit.
That's a boon for us
You
too.
just, you can just.
Oh, no!
Just established. Just ask me yes or no questions when I'm an animal. If I stomp once, it's no. If I stomp
Very
twice, it's yes.
simple. I'll make it clear which one's the correct answer. Will you? Yep, I'll pee in your face.
Oh, that's a no.
You can decide if that's a yes or a no.
Hey, should we stay here? No, I don't know what to do with that.
That's might be a no, might
I
be
feel
a
like
yes.
that's a no.
That's a hard maybe.
All right.
Hard maybe from CJ.
Okay. But the rest of your day, relatively quiet.
That's
Thank
good.
God.
Mercifully. The appearance of the horse raven does tend to silence the forest for a few hours. As you guys continue walking, you will eventually hear the as your
Get
doorway
outta here.
appears.
Yeah, go.
And you're like,
Go.
I'm beaming inside.
Yeah. Running.
okay. Important note. Emblazoned on the front door of your manor.
Yeah.
That same image of the golden stag horns.
I don't like that.
Just kind of shimmering in gold.
Okay.
For the three of you, it will be the first time you're noticing this.
What's
That's weird.
What's that about? You
But
make
as like
symbol for your
everything
house?
else about the door,
That's not
totally
me.
the same.
That's
The
not
door
me.
still opens for you. That symbol's just on there, glowing very faintly.
It's not me.
You didn't do that?
Mm.
What's...
Can I touch it?
Yeah. You get this nice, like, warm glow, but it's
Oh.
completely immaterial. It seems to be floating a little bit above your door.
Oh, interesting.
But your hand can pass through it.
Does that mean that
But I feel good.
something's in
Yeah,
there?
it feels very positive.
I'm feeling positivity.
All right.
I
Coming
mean,
from
it came
this.
from the ashes. Came out of the ashes of whatever that book and other rock thing was
It was
from.
the sword, right?
What are you
It
talking
came
about?
from the
I thought it was
ashes.
the
No. So where the book and the heartstone had fallen, they had sort of set alight the grasses.
Right, and then it healed
And the
that.
grass regrew with this symbol on top. But for the grass, it
Okay.
grew into the grass.
So are you telling us that?
Yeah.
Okay. See, that sounds like a positive thing.
But
beats the
It's-
demon, and I'll just walk inside.
D, be
As
careful.
you enter, I'm just kidding. As you walk in, the normal like kind of chandeliers and lighting and all the glorious lighting in here is now this like beautiful golden light color.
Oh.
The manor is like perfectly temperate for you. Whatever you guys were sort of expecting to find in there is already prepared for you.
I don't like it. I
the-
don't like it.
Everything just feels welcoming.
It's the golden hour.
I'm
like
taking it. I'm sick of feeling doomy.
I'm just gonna shout hello.
Plus, I feel like
And some folks say, "This is your house. Why are you announcing your? Oh hi,
Hey, buddy.
hey, what's up? Oh, it's golden here. Cool.
no, it's not gold in your room.
No
Okay.
What are you making in there, Ansem?
stuff. Who wants to know?
Everyone.
Do you want to know?
I mean, if you want to tell me, you don't have to.
Do you really want to know?
Seems like you want to tell me.
Oh my god.
I've been making some improvements to the chair. Hold on.
To
The
the
chair?
Yeah,
And he'll-
it's the gamer compound.
Yeah.
He's building the chairs from The Voice.
He hops back
He
in
built those.
to the room, and then the vault door just goes and swings open, and he walks out on his lazy boy Spider-Man chair. Hey, what's up? I built an armchair that walks around.
Does it look
Super
like
badass.
the
This
place is
wheelchair mechanical spider from Wild Wild West?
Yes.
Sick.
I'm all about that.
Right where my brain went to.
While they're looking at this, I want to ask D because he saw it.
Yeah.
I know I'm paranoid, right? But on some level, Helios leaves and he's like, oh, see you again real soon, whatever. He knows we're in this manor, right?
Mm-hmm.
This to me echoes like hey, this is where they're at, or whoever's gonna come hunt us. Find the door with the antlers on it. That's where they are.
Mm-hmm.
Alnamir, upon entrance to the manor, will revert to human form. Close his eyes for a moment, looking at the symbol, put his hand on the door, and walk in.
Feel a little bit better now?
Do you know what that is?
Yes,
What is it?
there's a symbol.
Well, yeah, but
One
what does it
worthy
mean?
of prayer.
It's a what?
One worthy of prayer.
Oh, okay. What?
Something has blessed someone, presumably you.
Oh, something's blessed.
I don't understand.
This, Helios, you're afraid of demon,
Yeah.
fallen angel. This is his creator.
It's creator.
So this symbol is the thing that made Helios.
Yes, keeping him from coming back.
Oh. So you're all
You are quite
paranoid,
lucky.
Milo.
Something has blessed you.
We are hashtag blessed.
Are we really lucky though? Like,
Overall, no, you had the worst luck of any children I
Exactly.
have ever met.
Wait, do you know
I'm
what?
taking it.
and he's known us for like 6 days.
Yes, you are very unlucky. Truly.
Do you know what that thing's called?
You call it whatever you want. God, will, who cares?
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Ooh, is it Lord Ridgemont's mom?
Yes?
Yeah.
In the same way that it is all of yours.
Is this the
He is
thing
but a
that
man,
created
right? He's
all?
the same house.
The thing that's on the top of the food chain?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
See, you know this person.
Clearly
No,
it is.
I know.
Clearly it's taking pity on you.
You hang out with gods now.
If it's
Do I?
I'm just kidding.
if that symbol were not to be here, then yes, Helios could be waiting for you in your
But
main
could he,
room.
Okay.
in theory, do that as like a trick? Like he could be
Not
like, "Oh,
like
I'm gonna
this.
do this," and they'll think it's my mom.
Helios cannot invoke this symbol, to my knowledge. There is only one who can.
Yeah, but like I can draw that.
Yes, but you cannot invoke it.
Fair.
That's right. It's like the runes.
Hey.
You can draw it, but that doesn't mean it's gonna work.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I have tried.
Yeah,
many
exactly.
times. Many times.
So
Well, cool. Not.
yeah,
Yeah. Right. Seems fine.
I'm taking it. I'm putting it in the win category.
All right.
The fat dubs! Woo!
Your house. It's a win.
Yeah.
I mean, it does feel like
In this house, we say our prayers.
Yeah.
We say thank you, and we say I love you.
Is everybody writing their gratitude journal today?
We're so
Live,
blessed.
laugh, love.
So blessed.
you're handing them out.
No,
Here are
get
your
that sign out of
gratitude
here.
journals.
We are blessed. Bless this house.
So what? Now we're like a marked target for all these gods. They now know who we are. We're
I mean,
freaking.
it seems like they
we
already
are
knew.
We're
literally
the
just
most important teenagers to ever exist.
Teenagers.
Might as
All
well
right, good
just
night.
serve us up for dinner. And I'm just gonna walk into my room.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Those
sleepy
two,
time.
those two march off to bed real quick, and Ansem's like, "So what do you think about the chair?" He's just walking like
I'm
side
gonna
to side.
imagine my own chair now that I've seen Ansem's chair.
Okay. you conjure one, and he's like,
Mine's better.
"Chair battle."
Yep.
And he'll like pull a recliner thing, and these two little these little tennis ball guns pop out underneath.
Oh, mine are gonna come from the top.
And you guys start just like
bots, but
yeah.
chairs.
Ansem will like crawl up the wall and like start
Recliners.
shooting yours, and he's like, "Beat this one!" And a big marshmallow cannon pops out of the back of his chair, and it just launches towards you.
And I'm gonna let it hit me, and then I'm just gonna start eating.
Yeah. As you get through enough, you can see that his then just like
God.
pours a little espresso, and he's just, "I love this house.
It's so good.
I am never leaving.
It's gonna be a shame when we have to kick him out.
Nope, I'm never leaving. You can't."
I was not expecting a mechanical chair battle going into this session, but here we are.
No one ever does. Yeah, he'll climb down from the bottom, and he'll just go over like all the features that his has.
Very cool.
Like, yeah, so this is the marshmallow cannon, and then I got the tennis ball gun. I figure I don't need actual weapons in here. It's not like anything bad could come get us in here. We're in this magical space, and nothing can enter. Because he didn't see the demon.
Yeah, we hope that. We hope that.
For the sake of brevity,
Yeah.
I'm gonna send Neek to Milo's room, and I'm
Okay.
gonna send Iris to CJ's, wherever CJ's at,
Oh.
and I'm going to have them request the dog bros for the night. Yeah,
Dog bros.
dog bros.
Hey,
What's up?
D humbly requests that I can't do it. Can D borrow Howl for a bit?
Yeah, for training Fang, I think, right?
He wants to, like, yeah, do some fire stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Hal. Bark. All right, come on. This is cool. And he'll just like walk out, and he's like, "So how you been?
Have
Awesome.
you been?
Great. All right. Well,
The king of small talk.
yeah. He's saying you do anything fun lately, or? All right. Iris will just apparate next to you, CJ.
Oh, hey there. You looking for Dez? Dez,
No,
your friend's here.
no, I'm here for Growl.
Oh, okay. Well,
May I borrow him?
what? For what?
D requires fire, heat.
Oh,
May we borrow Growl's assistance?
oh,
He will be
okay.
returned to you in roughly the same state he is borrowed in.
Roughly?
Yes, he may be a bit tired.
All right. Yeah, we could do that. You should have a conversation with Dez first, though.
Thank you, goodbye.
Damn it.
And she'll fly off to your room, and Des is like, "Whoa! What I miss?"
The ghost girl was here. I was gonna have you talk to her. Iris, I think is her name.
Yeah, we talk all the time.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you.
It's like, what do you
Well,
think we do when you're not here?
I don't
Yeah.
think about it.
Sit in stasis?
No.
And Des is just.
I hope not. That's terrible.
He's just T-posing,
Yeah.
but his hands are floating.
Yeah, Iris will fly into CJ's room, and a moment later, Growl will walk out with like a green glaze over the eyes, and he's just walks to Dee's room as Iris is nowhere to be seen.
Mind control? What?
A few moments later, Neek opens his little door, and then a bigger door just slams open. His Howl's just like, what's going on in here? Growl follows in shortly after, drooling a little bit, green eyes. And then Iris will fly back out of him. And Growl's like, hey.
Hey, and I'll snap my fingers and start assembling the forge.
Okay.
And then
The forge.
start using them to essentially produce everything. I will throw out Haka to act as crash and for like the coolant and
Okay.
yada yada yada.
Yeah. Haka appears, arms and all. Okay. Give me a roll.
As a note, flavor, just saying.
Flavor
Owl.
Let's go to
I
Flavor Town.
expected, I know as a player, but as a character, I expected, because we discussed Fang and Howl training together. But he does get a boost from the charcoal on him, like as a collar, so it may be helpful to imagine some for others that help.
Oh.
See what I'm saying?
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah. I will do that then. I'll take that advice. Hell yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Is this one just which is it?
What are we making?
I'm doing the forge and I'm creating Arjan's golden hwak.
Heck yeah. Okay. Very good. So, this will be a couple things.
Okay.
Constitution check
Okay.
from Howl and Growl.
I'll let them.
We're going to add
go
an
for it.
additional D6 to it from your charcoals.
Yeah, boy. Constitution.
Get that D6, baby.
10.
10? Okay.
Wow. That's a 20 total.
Combined, you hit the number I wanted. So that's good. Haka. I want you to roll your water attack. Your water gun.
The water pulse.
Yep. Be rain boosted if you want.
Okay.
Just the damage.
Oh, the damage.
Yeah, just the
okay.
damage. You're not gonna miss. It's a forge. You got this.
The forge is really agile.
2d8.
The
Ducks.
forge,
It
oddly,
rolls.
it just goes. No, miss me with that. That coldness.
14.
14. Okay. Howl and Growl managed to sufficiently heat the forge enough without overheating the entire home. Bring the amberite to a nice boil as you cast everything down into the flames. I'll say Neek can assist you in this, but we're going to do a dexterity check.
17.
17. You're able to pour into the mold of this little wok. You mix in the amberite, and Haka just goes and just fires off a water pulse, carving down, cooling everything into place as you begin to harden it. Howl and Growl concentrate their fire to push everything out of the mold. You are now in the possession of an amberite wok, approximately 6 hours into your rest. You're like, it is done. I have made it.
Okay.
Amberite wok, baby.
I will. Let me mark off the amberite because I took off 5 pounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nice little chunk.
I will put it in a nice like little wrapping. I mean, clearly I'm imagining all this because I don't do that kind of stuff. But while I'm doing that, I'll send Growl and Howl back if they need escorted by the other 2.
Growl is very quick to be like, I can see myself out. You don't have to send the ghosts. Goodbye. And Howl is like, I'm out.
Later, buddy.
He'll just kind of saunter away. Neek's got some bags under the eyes, and he's like, great work.
You too, buddy. Go to sleep.
Yep.
And I'll finish up the wrapping and stuff like that for the morning, and then
All right.
whatever sleep I can get, I will.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
I'll-
No exhaustion, but you'll be like
Okay.
like, oh man.
Yeah.
Mr.
Mm-hmm.
As you enter your room,
Oh boy.
you feel nice and comfy, cozy, no eerie feelings. Nothing on the walls is rattling. The door's not attempting to slam in front of you. Everything feels rather calm. Even Nipsey, in this very bizarre moment, perfectly at peace. No red in the eyes, just sitting in that little treehouse bunker. Claws out front, just cozy down. Tallulah's chilling in the corner. She's got a new method of burrowing, where those little toothy maws just barely open above. You see like a little peanut-sized hole in the dirt. But one little Tallulah eye pops up and just blinks the like sideways eye to keep the sand out. Mortar walks behind you, not glowing as ominously as he was in prior nights. Just kind of helps you walk, gets you over to your bed, gives you a big old warm hug, fills you full of goodness. Regret it immediately. I could feel you laughing before you did.
Tried not to.
Yeah, it's okay. I know what I'm getting into when you do these things. in this moment, Mortar, you have an option. You may forsook the ghost typing for radiant if you want.
Radiant.
No strings attached. Radiant has no weaknesses. Has no strengths, but no weaknesses.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay. As Mortar comes in, gives you a big old hug, the ghostly aura of him will remain. He's not restored fully to life, but his spirit seems to just be glowing.
Interesting.
And you see on the inside of your door yet another one of those golden stag horns. Just sort of emblazoned, glowing very softly, right on the outside.
So Bentley will walk up towards that symbol on the door and just kind of like gesture for all of his Pokemon to join him.
Yeah.
And he'll just like sit in front of the door with that symbol and just kind of like not like say anything, but more just group huddle / hug his team. Just kind of like we're the ones that are not dead, sort of, mostly.
Yeah.
And then he'll go out with his team into the foyer and then into the back where he's buried his friendos. And he'll just kind of like sit in front of the 3 graves with his buddies and kind of like with a stick or similar start to like trace and draw those stag horns onto each like plot.
Okay.
Like just kind of absent-mindedly scraping the dirt with those stag horns.
How's your wisdom right now?
I think his wisdom remains decent, yes.
Okay. Give me a wisdom check 3 times.
Crit.
What is happening?
21.
What?
21.
21.
Bentley's found God.
Yeah.
As you
I can
march
hear
out.
colors. I can feel sounds.
At breakfast, he's got a white shirt, a black tie, and a Bible. He's like, "Hey, good morning, guys."
Do you have a moment
Put
to
us-
talk
yeah,
about our
some
Lord and Savior
pamphlets.
Staghorns?
Yeah. As you take a sit in front of these 3 effigies to mark your pals. I need some nice
We're gonna get some Force ghosts, and it's gonna be young Anakin instead of Vader. So we have Hayden Christensen now. Hayden Christensen.
Mm-hmm. Just about.
Is he the Shadow?
Bentley, is you.
Oh, what is happening?
As you kneel before these 3 graves and sort of just absent-mindedly carve these little stag horns in front of each one. The one in the middle starts to glow first. Just a very, very dull gold. And then the other 2 kind of kindle back on. Floating before you, you see a couple old pals glowing that same beautiful gold. You see Dragon. You see Klaus. Floating gently. And there's a new being for you. Almost impossible to look at directly, as the golden light is blinding. But you do make out those golden stag horns in the light. As washing through you is this very warm, welcoming feeling. A feeling of hope from your fallen friends. That you won't forget them, but that you won't be consumed by their loss. As this deity before you doesn't speak, makes no noise, but you feel just pressure all around you. It's almost like you're being gently crushed is a bad way to put it, but there's just a pressure on every square inch of you.
Mm-hmm.
You just feel like you're being compressed.
Like I feel heavier.
Yes, and as you look down, that same golden stag horn glows on your chest. As your pals, one by one, back into this etheric dust. You now have a blessing, Mr. Woods. Every day at dawn, one of your stats of your choice will go up by 2 to a maximum of 15.
Giggity.
But as you stand, that golden stag symbol fades from your chest. The pressure lifts away. And as you look up, you see, without this golden glowing light anymore, a massive white stag with golden horns, staring down at you through these piercing green eyes. Fully expressionless and surrounded by a halo of 18 stones.
Whoa.
Each one glowing a different color. And as you stare upon this being, after a short while, you and all your team just kind of... all of your Pokemon instinctually drop a knee if they can. If it is physically possible for them to do so. They do, otherwise they look down. But as you meet the eye of this creature, you feel comforted. And then in a very quick flash, it's gone. And you're sitting in front of these graves in silence. Your team, still kneeling behind you, looks up in the absence of the golden light. Kind of looks around. Like, did anybody else see that? It's like there's a deer in here, dude. Somebody left the door open and a deer followed you in, dude. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I was there. I had the little smoke pot, and I was chanting.
That's all that was.
There's a lot of demons in here.
It's Phoebe out there going, come here often, but singing it in Latin.
Yeah.
Just knows Gregorian.
So Bentley and his crew will just like form a line, kind of, and then Bentley will just walk by and like put his hand on all of the headstones one by one, and just kind of like walk his way back to his room, and then all of his Pokemon will follow and kind of like try to do the same thing. Obviously, some of them are not tall enough, some of them don't have hands, but they will like basically take part in this like little semi-ritual, I guess, to like honor the fallen friends.
Yeah.
All kind of unspoken, like he kind of just nods and locks eyes with his Pokemon, but doesn't really say anything. Like it's all just kind of an understood, like we had this moment together kind of deal. And then he'll make his way back to his room.
They're all very much in complete disbelief. They're like, did everybody else see that? Someone had to have seen. Tell me it's not just me.
Gonna ask why 3 grays forgot shit.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
In game mechanics terms, Bentley, you are now permanently under the effects of the spell Protection from Evil and Good. You are immune to possession.
Well, that would have been nice 100 sessions ago.
Well, you have it now.
Could have prevented double possession.
Hindsight's 2020.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. So, any celestials, elementals, fiends, undead, anything weird that shouldn't be normal has disadvantage on attack rolls against you, and you can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
Okay.
For as long as you maintain this blessing.
Hashtag blast.
Love that.
Just you, though. But
Big blast BD.
Cleric boy Bentley.
we've turned a new leaf.
Little altar boy.
Yeah.
Altar boy, altar boy.
And goodbye.
Yeah. Anybody else doing anything interesting, intriguing? Do some training?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, CJ, what are you up to?
CJ is realizing that Mana's a child, and if she had a mother, she'd probably be learning how to do stuff. So instead of just letting her sleep all the time, he's now going to start helping her become better at stuff.
I love it. What are we doing? What's lesson 1 from CJ?
How to eat a cupcake.
Lesson 1, homeschooling from CJ.
We're gonna work on
Peel
like
the paper off first, very important, and then eat it all at once.
We're gonna start with her teleporting stuff.
Sure.
And, like seeing how good she is at just like going around different distances and like.
When you say teleporting stuff, you mean work
I just
on
mean
things
her.
within the realm of teleporting.
Yes,
not
exactly.
teleporting objects.
Her getting better at teleporting.
Yeah.
Obviously, we will work up to taking things with her,
Yes.
but
Because
for
right now,
just seeing
she
where
has a
she's at.
50% chance to bring whatever she's holding with her.
Right.
There's a 50% chance whatever she's holding is left behind.
Right.
Not like in a void.
No.
Okay,
Like, it just won't come with her. She'll be holding a cup and then leave, and then the cup will fall. And like,
Got it.
I was going to demonstrate, but there's actually water in here now.
But for time's sake, it's just seeing where she's at currently, and then like how we can work on going further, or like places that like she can just think about.
What is
as opposed to like seeing
jumper.
them?
Yeah.
Give me an example of a way that CJ would try to help her go further. Sell me on that.
I would set up like a room and like have landmarks and be like, okay, go to that unicorn over there, and just like weird random shit that CJ is just like, that's where that is, that's where that is.
I love it. Mana, give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
How much are you internalizing?
So much.
11.
Okay. She doesn't get better, but she's thrilled to have intellectual stimulation.
Awesome.
She's quite happy to engage with you in this manner.
Perfect.
She's very happy. And for the first time in a while, eyes are open, and she'll actually stand for a bit and try to like concentrate.
Nice.
Leans forward like real far, kind of like a cat when they're like doing the little trajectory wiggle.
Mm-hmm.
And then she'll teleport like right where she wants to go.
Hey,
Trajectory wiggle.
Yeah.
that's awesome.
When they're like, running the calcs.
So yeah, I'll work on stuff like that with her, obviously progressing with that, getting better at other skills and whatnot as we move forward.
We love it.
And then I will be also working with Wimpimble, Bark, Slurp. And
Who are you?
Is Jordan? Did you become possessed next?
Jordan's the Oni.
No, this is just very clearly. I'm gonna say this very clearly. Nobody's witnessing this. This is something that CJ does alone in his room.
I love it, dude.
Nobody's aware that he's
And he
doing
does
this.
it all the time, and we're
And
always
I've
giving
been
him
doing
shit.
it this entire time. You guys just see me eating.
Yeah. It starts with, you know what?
That's why
a
he's
lost
so
child.
hungry.
I want to be a role model, and I'm going to help her learn. I was like, okay, that's out of character, but sure. Now I'm going to train all my lost boys. Hold on.
He'll whip out Wimpimble and Bark,
That's
and they're
great.
gonna have like sick like tandem attacks that he just taught them. He's
What
just
are
like
we,
snaps his fingers. They're doing all this janky stuff.
What are we feeling for the 3 boys?
Oh, there's really no like clear.
There it is.
They're just
clear thing. It's just like you guys kind of suck. So like we need to get better at being
we're
able
not
to
gonna
like
suck.
defend ourselves, which is why you don't get to come out of the manor with me very much, because basically when we go out there, we could die. It's just kind of how our life is, which is why I keep you in here, and you guys are the soft boys. So we're gonna make sure that we're not
There's
soft
CJ.
boys
There's
anymore.
CJ.
Exactly. There's always
I'm
a
gonna
level
teach
to
you
it.
how to get hard. Do you want to
And-
get
Yeah.
hard
And when
with me?
CJ's training Mana, it's like, oh, you're a baby. You probably need to not just be sleeping all the time. So like, let's work on stuff that you can do.
CJ, you take 4 points of fairy damage as Bark starts to play rough with you.
That's fair.
And then Slurp throws a rock at you. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's fine. And I'm
As
gonna
though,
weather
like,
the storm, and I'm
they're
gonna
like,
punch him and stuff back.
Boys,
Yeah.
you say?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna freaking imagine some like weird monster-looking things that are gonna attack them too. And I
Okay.
don't know if they can do damage to them or anything, but
Sure.
they're gonna fight them regardless.
Wimpimble walks up to you. What's that behind your ear? Oh, it's a weak boy coin. Hits you in the face. Yeah, that one actually does hurt. He bonks you like right in between the eyes for 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
As he's like, oh, it's a weak boy coin. Look, it's got your face on there. And just smacks you in the face.
Yep.
And they're like, we're weak boys, huh?
You can be offended by it, but it's the truth.
Why don't you,
That's why we're doing this.
why don't you step into the ring,
Let's-
big guy?
if you want to fight me, that's
But I'm
fine.
not.
We can do that. We can do that if you need to do that.
Wimpimble will fight you.
All right. I'm gonna fight Wimpimble.
Okay. Bark will also fight you.
That sounds great.
So will Slurp.
Fantastic.
Who wants who?
I'll be Slurp.
Okay.
I'll do Wimpimble.
Okay. Who wants Bark?
I'll be Bark.
Okay. Mr. Woods, your mana.
Okay.
Do whatever you want. Have fun.
Whatever you want.
Make jelly.
Everybody roll initiative. Just do rollies.
Jesus.
Whoever's going first. What are you doing? Mana.
I was first.
Yeah, you're on the list.
So we're just doing some training.
Yeah. You're doing some teleportation training, and then the 3 boys were just called weak boys by CJ.
Yeah. So Mana is gonna go up in front of Bark while Bark's being all aggro.
Yeah.
And just kind of like do the Neo like come at me, and then Bark's just gonna rage and run at her, and she's just gonna teleport behind him and start giggling.
I love it. Okay.
I think I was next with 13.
Got your ass, Bark.
Yeah.
You stink.
Throw it over here. This will be fun. Just in case.
I don't even have to roll for that. I just do it because I'm Mana. I'm the best.
Mana's there.
Who are you?
I'm Wimpimble.
If you want to see this, or just do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind
Yeah,
of.
just
in
do
the
it.
manor,
Do it.
do
Do it.
whatever
Feels
you
right.
Yeah,
want.
I'm gonna kind of mess around.
Do whatever you
I
want.
was gonna
He's
do
doing the
whatever.
mess around. Everybody do the mess around.
Wimpimble is going to run at CJ, and as he gets there, he'll flick the coin up and then dip underneath his legs and just kind of punch him in the back of the head.
Okay. Yeah. CJ, you get punched on the back of the head as you're like, coin, money. You're like, dang it. Oh, I gotta train myself not to follow the money. And Wimpimble's like, yeah.
Yeah, well, you used it immediately, so now I'm gonna be ready for that one.
Yeah.
Seeing that CJ's a little occupied, Slurp is going to go into a defense curl and
love it.
prepare to spin.
Okay. That's good.
And now it's CJ's turn.
Yeah. Good luck, CJ.
I'm
taking a couple licks here.
I'm gonna catch the coin that Wimpimble threw up in the air.
Okay.
And I'm gonna fire it back at him as he's running through my legs after he punched me in the head.
Give me a dexterity check.
That's not good.
Ooh, no, it ain't.
It's a 5.
Weak boy coin! Weak boy coin! The weak boy coin embeds itself in the ground as Wimpimble combat rolls beneath you and flips you off.
Nice.
He's like, suck it, nerd! And then just like punches you in the back.
Do it up.
Classy.
Yeah. You raised him well. Alright, Bark. What are you doing?
Bark's
Mana just like teleported behind you, but
Yeah.
CJ called you a weak boy.
He's going into a rage. He's gonna bite his own foot.
That's not a thing. That's just a bonus action.
Well.
So
Yeah.
you do a thing.
But no, I mean,
Then you bite him.
flavor-wise, it's a win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a flavor win.
Psycho bark.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
And then
CJ, you have advantage, but you have to make a wisdom save because you're within 5 feet of Bark.
Wisdom Dave.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're not afraid of
16.
Bark. As he bites himself, you're like, ooh, oh no, and then he's just.
He's a crazy boy. God. What you gonna do, crazy boy?
All right, Bark, what are you feeling? Play with it. You don't have to worry about the stats so much. What do you want to do? What are you doing? He called you a weak boy.
yeah,
Prove yourself.
he's taking the blood from his own wound.
Oh my
He's
God.
putting it under his eyes.
Oh, jeez.
He's just gonna charge CJ.
All right. Relax, dude.
Yeah, he's just.
I wasn't trying to offend you guys this much. I'm gonna kill you, Dad. I'm just trying to be matter of fact.
All right, Bark, as you rush forward, you bite CJ in the ankle.
Holy shit.
Roll for it. You called them weak
4.
boys.
10.
10. Okay.
Get out of here.
He starts gnawing on your leg armor, and you're like, no, stop.
Get off of me.
This wasn't part of the deal. Mana. What are you feeling? You can do whatever you want. You want to teleport somewhere? You want to make jelly, or?
Jesus.
It's not as scary as it sounds.
She is going to teleport up to Bark.
Okay.
And then just put like her little hands over Bark's eyes just to like mess with him. Like,
Okay.
oh, you can't see anything. And then is going to teleport to CJ's shoulder when Bark's like looking around like, what the heck?
Okay.
And then just laugh at him from CJ's shoulder like,
Mana's having a great
Peekaboo.
time. Bark, you're temporarily blinded. The whole world goes away. It's all gone. Everything is
shit,
left.
I'm blind.
Bark stops barking.
Help me, Dad.
And it's just, I guess I don't exist anymore. The world comes back to you as it's Wimpimbles' turn.
Wimpimble, seeing that Slurper's rearing up for something, Bark's got him distracted. Being a masterful tactician that he
Yeah.
is, he's just going to pant CJ and push him onto the ground. So Slurp can get
Oh my
an
god.
advantage on his attack.
CJ, make a dex save, I guess.
Ridiculous.
I don't know. Sure.
that's pretty poop.
It's a 9.
That's pretty poop.
Wimpimble just cuts your belt.
Bro!
Your whole stealth suit's falling apart. You're like, no! No!
Yeah, he'll put it together. He
All right.
knows it.
Slurp.
Roll
CJ's
out.
prone. Do you have advantage?
Double threes.
Oh.
Double threes.
Slurp doesn't want
Jeez.
to hurt you, but
Amused.
wants to like prove a point. So rolls over to you and like jumps on your back and then bounces off.
All right.
Slurp is playing. Wimpimble's like, I will humiliate you for calling me a weak boy.
Good try, Slurp.
All right, CJ, you're prone.
I'm gonna get up and pull my pants up. Conjure a spaghetti net gun.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot it on Bark.
I'm not mad about it.
Try
Because your
to-
action is standing up.
Is it?
Yeah, because you were prone.
It's your movement. Half your movement to stand.
Yeah, movement. I was gonna
Half
say
your
not
movement to
action.
stand.
I was like,
Bonus
I don't think
action
it's action
is
to get up.
reaffix a belt. And then action is summon a spaghetti gun.
Okay.
So you have a spaghetti gun.
I got my spaghetti gun.
Yeah. Bark, the world is just lit up again. It's not gone like you thought.
Yeah.
And you see Mana barking on CJ's shoulders, even though she's hovering where he was before he fell over. Still just laughing at the whole endeavor.
Bark is
Just
gonna
giggling, having a
eat
great
the
time.
spaghetti.
It's not out of the gun.
Hasn't come out of the gun yet.
Trying to
No,
eat
I
the
thought you
gun.
shot-
I was.
Yeah,
but
you see this like
Drew
big.
clarified. I can't do all.
You see
the
this
things.
big like cannon-like gun, and
Yeah.
there's this massive. It's like a Kirkland water cooler, but full of spaghetti. And you're like, oh, I'm gonna eat that spaghetti.
Is
Yeah.
it mom's spaghetti?
Yeah, it will be. Well, maybe. Oh, sad. Maybe not in CJ's case.
It's definitely
Well,
not mom's.
I don't think
spaghetti.
Mom ever made CJ
Mom
spaghetti.
didn't make food.
It was their third butler that got fired, though.
Yeah.
That's his spaghetti.
Yeah,
Patrice.
Okay, well, never mind.
What are you feeling? You just make spaghetti and eat spaghetti.
No.
If Bark
no.
loses focus, you'll prove CJ's point, though.
What you got?
No. Bark is going to circle around, and he's going to try to bite Mana. Because she's teasing him.
Okay.
She is teasing, but
Okay.
she's so
get a
delightful.
bite attack. Let's
He's
see.
like, no.
Mana can take a couple hits.
This is serious.
Give it a shot.
Not like a serious,
Yeah,
just
she's
nip. Like
she's
Fozzie.
not- yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Fozzie will-
Fozzie goes for blood.
Well, kind of. 17?
17.
23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do.
D8.
If you're holding back, you can.
Yeah.
You
He's
can
not.
do.
It's not full force.
Okay.
He's saving that for CJ.
Mana takes an amount of damage, like 2 or 3 points.
Okay. Yeah, it's just
Keep
like
it reasonable. We'll do modifier damage.
Stop it! Oh my god.
Snips and she's like,
I'm just a baby.
and Bark's like, just getting more upset that she didn't have a reaction to the play bite. Because she's
Well, she
still just
did.
laughing it off. But Mana, it's your turn.
Yeah,
Bark
Mana.
just like nibbled your toes.
Yeah.
Mana's gonna
A
teleport
toe
out
nibble.
of the bite from Bark and try to read him and figure out what the heck that attack was.
Okay.
He's
Mana,
frustrated.
Mana, roll a d20 and add 6.
12.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that was a play bite. It was just a little nip.
Yeah.
So
Little nibble.
she's
That's
got
what
that
dogs
up in her
do.
noggin.
Yeah,
like,
she's
that
like-
didn't feel very good. I don't like it.
Interesting. Locked away. Steel trap. Wimpimble.
That's what doggies
To
do.
conjure something, is it an action?
Yeah.
Would you say Wimpimble has quite a bit of fur?
Kind
Enough?
of. He's a furred cat.
Okay.
He's not a sphinx cat.
He's gonna cut off some fur and he's gonna jam it into the spaghetti gun. He's completely just fucking CJ at this point.
All right, CJ. There's a chance your spaghetti gun will misfire, but it's Slurp's turn. You
It's
just
gonna
rolled
backfire
over the back of
marinara
him.
all over your face.
He's gonna keep trying for a rollout.
All right, go
That
for
would
it.
be BS.
22 to hit.
22. All right.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
You can roll damage if you want to.
Wee.
Bing
3
bong.
damage.
All right, CJ, you take 3 more points of damage as Slurp comes from behind and smacks you in the back. Before it's your turn.
Are you tracking this, by the way?
I'm going to.
I've got a rough idea of where he's at.
No. I'm gonna kind
he
of go
started
with
at, like,
the hit and
he's
like
got about 15 hit points left.
roll on the ground and like look back at where all of these boys are.
Yeah, these weak boys.
And I'm going to try and circle to a point where I could catch at least 2 of them with the spaghetti.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna
Get spaghetti.
I'm gonna go for it. I'm
Roll
gonna
to
shoot,
attack.
Shoot the spaghetti gun.
If you get a 1 to 5, your gun's gonna jam
Cool.
with hair.
Sounds good. That's a 14.
All right, everyone, Mana included, unfortunately, is coated in spaghetti and cat fur.
That is fine.
And they're all like, bark. It's your turn.
Bark's gonna eat it.
No,
Okay.
I'm laughing.
Bark
Hair
spends his turn
included.
eating spaghetti covered in cat hair,
Yeah.
and he's just like,
And then he launches the hairball at CJ.
No, and then he's gonna belch in CJ's face.
okay, I'll allow it. Bark's rage will end because he doesn't attack. He eats spaghetti. Totally fine.
Yeah.
Mana, you're covered in spaghetti and cat hair.
And play
Yeah,
with.
she's gonna teleport out of the spaghetti
Okay,
netting.
roll me a D100.
Okay.
On a 51 and above, the spaghetti comes with you.
51 and above, it
51
comes
and
with
above,
me?
it comes with you.
Low roll! 42!
All right,
We
all
have
of the-
escaped!
Everything stays behind. There's like a little cat silhouette of spaghetti and hair, and it goes, falls to the ground when she leaves.
Nice.
She's gonna teleport directly behind CJ and flick his ear and
What?
then teleport away.
Oh, turncoat.
Girl, I knew you could get out of there.
You shot me with a spaghetti gun!
Whim Pimble.
You shot me!
Yeah, he's going to kind of do like a quick like zigzag motion towards. He'll take CJ's shoelaces and then just.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Just the goofiest all-out brawl.
With spaghetti and hair.
Spaghetti and hair,
Yeah.
and tying of shoelaces and pantsing of CJ.
When Pimble dodges back and forth covered in spaghetti, and he just goes, oh, and then like zoots away. CJ, your speed is 0 until you untie your shoes.
Ridiculous.
Or take them off. Slurp.
It's gonna keep rolling. He's having fun. Crit.
Wow. Hits CJ
killed
in the head and kills
Well,
him.
you hit on the last one, so you get, you get more points.
6 doubled, so 12 damage.
All right, CJ goes down. Slurp, you just go, damn it! Covered in spaghetti, it's flying all over the room as Slurp jumps up. How do you take him down?
Reminder
Go
that
for
his
it.
shoes are tied.
How would Slurp take you?
Slurp,
down?
how does he? Slurp, how does you attack CJ, who is also you?
Honestly, I've never seen Slurp do this well. So pretty
He's never had the
surprised by it. I
chance.
imagine that he'll hit CJ in the chest, get me off balance because of the tied shoes, and
Yeah, you
go
got
in for the
tabletopped.
kill right in the face. Be like, see, I'm good too.
Boosh! Yeah, CJ, your world's spinning. Your shoes are tied together. Your belt's been cut by a cat.
Pants down.
Yeah. They all
Shoelaces
They
tied
all
together.
look over you like a bunch of schoolyard bullies, and then
God.
Wimpimble offers to help you up.
I absolutely love this. This was so good, and I'm gonna go for it.
He gets you
knowing
halfway
he's
up and then
probably-
just drops you, and
Yeah.
he's like,
Yeah,
he's
that's-
like, we'll be in the kitchen
That's what I
where the
thought.
strong
Is
boys
this
go.
That's what I thought was gonna happen.
As they all walk up, Bark and Slurp are like, whoosh, got him, and even Mana's like, and like floats off. They head towards the kitchen,
Good job.
and you're left there just like,
Man and the
why did I
boys.
fight 4 of my teammates?
You did good.
Why did they kick my ass so hard?
Because you called them weak boys.
Ooh, yeah.
All right.
Just gotta light that fire under him, you know?
Apparently.
That was the
All
goal, and we succeeded.
Doing anything, Milo?
Yep.
What you got?
So we are going to go in the room.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell Monty to continue to train because, as far as I know, that's just been happening.
Yeah.
And short side, Arjan and I are gonna go up to the treehouse.
Okay.
I was taking notes while we were walking. Arjan was reading the book with me, but I was holding him in that I want to make that harness thing that Marlene Marley
Yeah.
had. So I was kind of like taking size and like what's comfortable. So I have some ideas. So I'm
Okay.
gonna start drafting that blueprint.
Okay.
And
Like a
then
Baby Bjorn.
A little bloop.
ask Arjan to ponder up a recipe of his own with the licorice he got.
Yeah.
So that maybe in the morning he could cook a dish because it's preemptive that he could spread like one licorice plant to everybody
Okay.
with a dish.
Arjan, give me a culinary acumen check.
Okay.
You add whatever you think is necessary. You're proficient in this, but there's not the rules are failing me, so just throw me a check.
I'll just do that.
Add some numbers to it. Wisdom, intelligence, whatever
It's
you're
a
feeling.
4.
Oh no, buddy.
Yeah, it's not good.
Okay. Well, you are proficient with it.
Yep. So that'd be +2, I would assume, to
Yeah.
6, and then his wisdom would get an extra 1, so a 7.
7. Okay.
It's his first attempt.
Yeah. He's sitting there and he's like, a little bitter, maybe a little sweet.
Just come up with a
Could
recipe.
be sour. I really can't place it.
Yeah, we're not cooking it yet because it has to be preemptive and it doesn't last that long. So
Yeah.
making
He's-
it tonight would be dumb.
He's thinking about it. Nothing immediately springs to his mind, but he's like, I can work with this.
Okay.
I'll figure it out.
And that is it for the two of us. However,
Yeah. Is a certain thing occurring?
yes, Monty is going to train Moonraker
Okay.
and they will duke it out.
Okay. Well,
Doesn't work.
because. Who's who? You'll be Monty, probably. Who wants to be Moonraker?
I can do it.
All right. Get at it, boys. Roll for initiative, pals. Okay, so Monty, then you're up first.
Yep. And
Play fight,
he,
baby.
It's not a play fight.
Play fight.
He's gonna go for an astonish with a natty 1.
Okay.
Ow.
Doesn't he have super luck?
Get whiffed.
He does have super luck.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a good call, Devin. Even I forgot.
There we go. That's better. 22.
Okay. Yeah, right out of the gate, Monty flies in, sees the darkest timeline, and shifts back into the right one. And it's like,
He's the
Doctor
darkest
Strange is it?
timeline.
Yeah.
That's 5 damage and a stun.
okay. Moonraker, you're like, it's been a hot minute since I've had like a nice scrap battle. Could be kind of fun. Ah!
And Moonraker gets hit and is stunned, so it's just sitting there T-posing.
Yeah. The wings stop flapping, but he doesn't fall.
Makes sense.
Just there's a glitch in the Matrix, or just Game Freak took over.
He's just, jeez. Monty, it's you again.
Yep, he'll go for a peck.
Oh boy. Oh no.
Not great, but it's probably good enough. Yep, 16.
Good God, Monty.
Sheesh.
Monty came for blood.
Not pulling punches.
For 6 more damage.
Good
No
Lord.
longer stunned.
Okay. Moonraker, you take another good hit, but you do get a turn now.
What does Moonraker
Can
have?
do gust wing attack, make it rain, or water gun.
Let's go for a water gun.
Heck yeah.
15 on the die.
That'll do it.
Just a nice spray to the face.
A little
It's 2d6.
yeah.
Zoot, zoot, boom.
Wow. Oh,
That's 11 damage.
Moonraker evens it out. It's that classic moment in any like fight where one guy's taking it way too seriously and the other one's not, and then they get popped in the nose, and then out of nowhere they're like, "Okay, fine."
Astonish.
This beautiful array of water back at you.
It's a 19 to
Oh
hit.
no.
That is another 5 and a stun.
T-posing again.
Oh my God. Okay, Monty.
He's gonna go for it one more time.
champ.
Yep. That'll hit.
Okay.
And yeah, that'll stun.
Oh my God. Okay.
T-posing, and now there's like
Yeah.
a total glitch in the Matrix.
There's little baby chickens flying around his head.
That's a peck. It's gonna hit. We're gonna do another 2d6. Woof. 11 more damage.
Okay.
Lord.
I have Moonraker at 33 damage. I don't know about you.
That's correct. He's down to 13.
Okay.
Damn.
Well, Moonraker, you do get a turn, but you are not looking or feeling great in the moment.
Brother
Yeah,
alone.
now that Moonraker is no longer T-posing, gets the wings flapping back, and is going to go for a wing attack.
All right, we love it.
15 on the die again.
Yep.
What is this one?
2d6.
Moonraker's very consistent. Ooh,
10 damage.
okay.
Just a nice
good.
whack.
Moonraker on the clapbacks is very consistent as well. Monty, you do get a little bit smacked around, but
Yes. He's
You're
gonna
in-
go for another peck
you're in
currently.
full bully mode.
Yeah, he's doing really,
Good
really
God.
well.
Full bully
Like really,
mode.
really well. It's another 12. He's down to 1 hit point.
Moonraker, you somehow managed to like hold on to consciousness as your commander in beak is just absolutely taking this a little too seriously.
Yeah, Moonraker is going to fly up in the air to try and get some distance away from Monty after the repeated pummeling and go for a gust.
We love it.
Get gusted.
Nope, 6 on the
Okay.
die.
Moonraker, you're struggling to
Too
see
far
your
away.
target, and you throw a wing attack, and it just hits the side of the treehouse, getting the attention of some of the other team members. They look down, they're like, "Morpheus
You did
is
a wait. You
fighting
did a
Neo."
gust.
Yes,
Is that what you said? Okay,
tried.
that's
Is
me.
that
I have to
safe?
do a dodge. Yeah.
Okay.
Which I
Good
succeeded.
God,
anyway.
okay,
But I
wow.
do still do half damage, so
Okay,
a
so you
D10.
take a little hit. You got this, buddy. Come on, Moonraker, Moon Boy.
3.
Oh, have to 1. That's a bummer. Okay. Well, Monty, it's you again.
He's gonna fly in for a peck.
This is the best Monty has ever rolled until right then, but super luck.
That is a 12. That will miss.
Okay. Flies into peck, you Moonraker. You're on like death's door, and you just fold in the wings and dodge out of the way.
Yeah, it folds in the wings and then does like a Top Gun barrel roll dive, and then from below tries
He's right
to go
on top
for
of me.
another water gun.
Get him. Come on, buddy.
17
Oh,
on the
heck yeah.
die.
I'll do it.
There you go.
And fire away! It's 9 damage. The barrel
right.
roll to water
Monty.
gun combo.
Monty, another good hit to you.
Monty's gonna go for an astonish, and that'll hit, and it's
Good, Monty.
Gonna do
You
it.
were never,
Boom.
Monty. As you absolutely dethrone Moonraker from his relatively peaceful afternoon,
I rake moons now.
you take him down. The whole squad's kind of gathered round.
Mm-hmm.
They're all watching this moment.
Mm-hmm.
And you stop me when I get things wrong.
Wrong.
Titania,
Uh-huh.
seeing Monty bully again.
Okay.
She's sick of this. She's over it. She jumps down to see bloodied up Monty, walks over, helps Moonraker back to his feet, and then pushes him out of the way. Takes the metal coat of her necklace and rips it off her neck and slams it into her chest. There's a brilliant flash of silver light as Titania now stands at approximately 7 feet tall, weighing in at no less than 600 pounds.
Oh, shit.
Those wing knives are now long bladed swords
What is
as Skarmite evolves into Skarmory.
Let's fucking go.
Steps to the ground, now towering over Monty. Roll initiative.
All
I'll roll
right.
for Titania.
Sure. Yeah, Monty doesn't really know what he's about to get into, but he is going to try to stun to attempt to get a moment to look her over now.
Sure.
For a 19 to hit, though.
19 hits.
Okay.
Misses.
1 damage, no stun.
1 damage, no stun.
Uh-oh.
Jinkies.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Oh, we're doing a little on the fly.
Titania doesn't suffer bullies.
Nope, she does not. Titania also got much better.
Beef butt.
Much.
Real quick for me, Milo. Go ahead and roll 2d10 and add 6.
Mama Scar would be proud, but also pissed.
Yeah, a little bit.
Ooh, 16.
16 plus 6, 22.
No, that's 12. Sorry. 10 plus 6, so 16.
Oh. 16.
I wish it was 16 plus 6.
Okay.
Nuts.
Titania now stands at 17 AC, 64 hit points.
Okay.
As she, as she gets barely pecked by you,
Yeah.
it's just not great for you, Monty.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna spin around
Oh, boy.
and just immediately still wing you.
Ow.
That's a 27.
Decapitated.
Monty
is without beak and head.
Welcome to the jungle.
It's a lot of counting.
He takes 17 points of steel damage
Okay.
as Titania
Yikes.
gains this like buffer of extra
Yep.
armor on the outside.
As
Lets
we-
out another
as we
loud
know.
shriek. And just
Um,
looks down at you with like just actual daggers in the eyes, knives on the end of the wing, and just looks at you.
Okay. At this point, Milo will hear that, and
Oh,
like,
yeah.
because it sounds more intense and not like any of his Pokemon, and
Yeah.
he's just gonna take a peek over the edge.
Yeah.
In that time, Monty is going to. He can't take another one of those. That's not gonna happen.
Sure.
So he's just gonna go
Makes
for a
sense to
Dark
me.
Pulse.
Okay. All right, Monty.
Let the hate flow through you.
13
That's pretty good.
dark damage,
Okay.
and then we've
Gotta
got to
make you
do a
save.
thing here. Nope,
Okay.
that's real bad.
Uh-oh.
But
Yeah.
that's fine.
Monty, in a moment of desperation, you just start to, I almost said glow black, but really just color drains from the area around you as your own shadow launches towards Titania, rockets into her, and she just... She's gonna let out a metal sound.
Yikes.
Monty, you gotta make a charisma save.
Real bad. 6.
Okay. Monty, your day is ruined.
Yep.
All hostile Pokemon within 20 feet, which right now only includes Monty, suffer a -2 to all rolls for a minute.
Okay.
As that metal sound just shrieks out, all of your team just instinctually like start to flinch.
Yep.
Monty, it's almost like being shouted into the ground. Like the ground beneath you is starting to fade away, and you're like, I'm too angry to die! This is not how it was supposed to go!
He's gonna try for an astonish one more time.
Okay, good luck.
17.
Hits exactly.
5 damage.
5 damage.
And a stun.
And a stun. Titania, it manages to just hit right underneath that steel plate.
And he's going to take this opportunity to set up a tailwind for him and a headwind for her.
Okay.
And then now it'd be her turn.
Yeah. Well, she's not happy about that. But Titania, ever the show woman, turns her back to you, Monty, and takes like 3-4 steps away.
That's not. He's gonna fall for that because he's too mad. He's gonna Dark Pulse again.
Okay.
That'd be 5, 8, 9.
Okay. Well, she will take 5.
Okay.
But just kind of turns back to you. But that was your reaction. So
Yep.
now it's Monty's turn.
Hold on, let me whoop and do that. All right, and then he's gonna go for a peck here for another 17 to hit.
That'll do.
I'll do donkey.
4 damage.
4. Okay.
Crippled by that metal sound.
Yep.
Oh, is it -2?
-2 to all
Okay, so
dice.
2 damage.
2 damage. All right. I
Like
do
a
believe
squash.
that'll put us past a threshold here, which does mean she's going to use her reaction and wing knife you,
Yep, makes sense.
or a bonus action. Sorry,
Knife!
bonus action on her turn. She's going to turn around.
That's
Is it a
actually
wing or
knife.
is it a knife?
That's yeah, that's going to hurt, buddy. That's a 22 to hit you.
Yeah.
You have no more feathers. You've been shaved.
Milo is climbing down the thing as fast as he can.
You
He donned
take-
his wingsuit. He's flying.
Okay, you take 9 points of steel damage from the wing knife,
Okay.
and then she's going to close the gap on you for a steel wing.
Okay.
Titania's really done with bullies. This will probably do it for you.
Oh.
19 points of steel damage.
Yep. So he was at 4. So
Okay.
that puts him well
Yeah,
below.
she will clock you like right under the chin and just send you tumbling away.
Okay.
Smacks into you, looks out, and then just like walks over and kind of nuzzles Moonraker, who's like, I had no part in this.
Big bird.
This was not my choice. I didn't want
Check
this.
out your bully. He's dead.
Yeah.
Holy
But
shit.
Titania will kind of like pluck Moonraker up and just put him up on her head. Sees you coming down and is just like, I'm too heated to talk about this in the moment. I'm going to walk over here for a second.
I'm the youngest, but I'm the alpha.
As
Sigma.
Monty's down.
Yep.
He's down. He's down bad.
He's down bad.
Is he okay?
So I will run over to the crater, thinking this was maybe like a training thing gone wrong. Run in there. I will see Monty laying there, beat up. Most of his hat has been like pecked off.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
just those feathers just missing everywhere.
It's just a plate now.
Aw.
God.
My hat.
It's a visor.
More like the brim too. Like just
Took everything.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Took everything from him.
He's just he's got a
He's been
chrome
defeathered.
dome.
Sad.
Oh my god, what happened? Are you okay? And he'll kind of like, if he's unconscious, I'm assuming from that hit.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'll scoop him up.
He heard a bell.
Yeah.
A bell has been heard.
And I will just immediately imagine like a healing table type dealio behind me.
Yeah.
And lay him in there and go over to ask everyone else what happened.
And everyone's just like pointing at Monty and pointing at Moonraker and pointing at Titania, and it's a mess.
Okay. I'm sure.
Figure that out.
I'm sure.
Just all these animal sounds.
Good lord, man.
So a crit 20 on a Pokemon handling check to calm and assess.
Okay,
and
you just go, what happened? And everyone goes,
I will
Monty
see.
was fighting Moonraker, and then Titania jumped down, and then Titania evolved, and then Titania beat up Monty, but Monty kind of deserved it.
I will see that Moonraker is thrashed, and there's
Yeah.
probably like some darker feathers in him, saying like, "Okay, Monty did this to Moonraker," and be like, "Wow, he went way too far," and then see Titania being extra large and in charge with Moonraker still atop. What? You evolved?
And she's like,
Yeah, I did. I used my power.
And I will just ask, so before we jump to conclusions,
He deserved it.
seems like
Monty started it and deserved it.
Monty may have gone a little too far,
Yeah.
and you stopped him.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did.
She maybe went a little too far.
Yeah.
Nope, I didn't get far enough. I don't think you got the message.
Well, good job protecting Moonraker. We'll have to.
That's what we do here.
True. We'll have to powwow in the morning.
Titania's anti-bullying campaign is off to a phenomenal start.
it really is.
Starts it by bullying.
She's thriving. yeah, if you bully the bully, they'll stop bullying.
It's a circle of life.
It's my anti-bullying campaign. What you do is you bully
You
the
be
bullies.
the bully. They can't bully you if you're the bully.
Exactly.
That's fair.
Is Titania, like, how tall is she now relative to me?
Ooh.
About 2.5 feet taller than you. She's pushing 7
I
feet.
think he said 7 feet. Yeah.
She's pushing 7 feet. She's very, very heavy.
So you
Does she
could
have
ride
velociraptor
Titania?
claws?
Yeah. For what it's worth, her running speed increased, but her fly speed did not.
Beautiful. So it'd be like riding an
Okay.
ostrich.
Yeah. Yeah.
However,
Glonk! Glonk! Legs first.
in conclusion, I'm gonna summon the healing table to move up into the treehouse.
Okay.
And I'm gonna keep working on my harness because that kind of inspired me in a protectorate way to be like, yeah, let's work on this. And she's big enough that I could like size stuff up next to her and then do it. And she might also like to carry something in that. That might be kind of cool.
Yeah.
So we're gonna work on that. For the night, I am okay with a point of exhaustion to work that amount of time.
Okay. Give me... Planning phase is intelligence.
23.
Holy cow. Okay. And then workmanship phase. Give me a dexterity check.
3.
Love it. The plan is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
The initial execution
Real bad.
is awful.
Yep.
It's really bad. You start like laying it out. You're like, okay, this will work perfectly. And you start like putting scissors to paper and like making measurements. And you're like halfway through. And you just go and kind of like cut through the wrong strap. And you're like,
I would imagine too, he's like continually looking over, checking on like
Yeah.
Monty and that table, and it's distracting.
You look
him.
back and you just,
Yep. Oops.
the safety harness.
Oops.
I carved right through it. Oh no. Turn this crazy music off. As cool as it is.
This is not harness making music.
No. This might not be either. I don't know. Find out. All right. But the harness doesn't go so great. Now I need a constitution save from you to not be super tired next day.
Natural 20.
Oh my god.
You saved them all for this.
This is like your 8th one today.
It's wild.
You guys have crit so many. It's like Bang's doing a gym.
Yeah, no
All right.
Fair.
Yeah, you're like, man, I'm a little tired. No, I'm not.
Second win, baby.
Power, positive thinking. I am awake. Yeah, you managed to stave off exhaustion working through the night.
Wow.
You don't make a lot of progress, but for
Fair
what
enough.
it's worth, the blueprinting part is done, which
Okay.
means the execution DC is much lower,
Okay.
but it's not a 3.
Yep.
But morning will arrive for everybody. As Arjan is like, today I will cook with this root.
Yep. You
I
ready
will
to
do it.
You ready to cook?
Yep.
huge baggy eyes, but not at all exuding exhaustion.
You ready for this? Wow. What a day. I can't wait to experience everything today has to offer. Your eyes are just watering like bloodshot. You're like, who's ready for a fun day of adventuring in the scary woods? Me for sure.
Let's go cook, and we'll make our way towards the kitchen.
Arjan will like go to run out, and I assume potentially run like immediately into
me.
Into D holding a gift wrapped package. Who's like,
"What's up, dude? How'd the training go?"
Oh, that's not what I used them for. Here you go, buddy.
Oh.
You'll see.
Okay.
I feel lied to, deceived, decepted.
I mean, technically, I didn't lie. Nick did.
Yeah, it was very presumptive. Nick was just like, I just need fire.
Yeah.
Arjan will rip into this gift box.
It takes him a long time. He's like, he's super neat, so he's like trying to find the tape, and he's like,
He's like, in case you want to reuse the paper later.
Nice.
And then Neek just comes over with a screwdriver and goes,
Here you go. I'll help you.
and Arjan's like, okay, whatever. Oh! And just sees this like a beautiful little cooking wok.
Wow.
Made entirely out of amberite.
Mm-hmm.
This is awesome.
A little design flair, if you don't mind.
Please take it away, sir.
From the base, and then that kind of curls up around the side on gold and engraved is just all flame.
Sweet.
To emanate for Arjan. And then it has like these like darkened black cast iron like holding like to kind of hold it onto it. But the handles itself are made out of like this like dark like maple wood.
Sweet.
And then carved into that is different sorts of like ingredients. So like there's like salt, pepper, little sort of spices and stuff on there for him too.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
MSG.
Yes. HGH.
A polarizing topic.
But it's probably a lot bigger than him. It's made for as he grows for it to grow alongside of him.
Oh.
Well, Arjan, let's
Think
talk
about his future.
Yeah, let's talk bonuses for the amberite wok.
All right.
You have a +5 to checks made to cook in the wok.
Get cooked.
Anytime you would add an ingredient to a dish, it's gonna stretch a little further than it should.
Okay.
The effects might be a little bit improved. It might work, say, for your recipes that were to enhance or reduce the effects of certain typings. It's gonna help you with that a little bit.
You want a 1-egg omelet? Too bad. You now have a 2-egg omelet.
Yeah. But basically, if you were to use your licorice root in this thing, rather than it affecting like one creature, or if you made a dish that could maybe help 4,
Yeah, that's
it
what
would
we're
do
going
that
for.
plus. So
Cool.
you would do 6. You could do half a bit further.
Sweet. Okay. Well,
But Arjan immediately is like,
dude, I can't even tell you this is perfect timing. We
Yeah.
were literally working last night on a recipe for the licorice root we found yesterday to help with the prevent rot. So,
I mean, I tried doing it the night before and failed horribly. So I'm glad tonight it worked out well.
nice.
you see like Arjan and Neek are doing the little circle dance, and Neek's like, yeah, sure, okay. He's like looking down, just little tiny Cyndaquil, just
Yeah, I'm gonna Arjan. Thank D for the gift, and he will go like this, like pick him up
Yeah, I'll pick him up.
and
just licks your nose.
hugs your face.
I'll give him little pats.
Cute.
Got you, buddy.
This little bit of like excited fire for the first time while just woo.
And he'll run to the kitchen, holding it above his head, and it's like clang, 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 clang.
Good thing it's made out of amber, right?
All right, he'll run in there, and you just hear the sounds of like Arjan and Ruby chittering excitedly to each other.
Yeah, I'll go to the kitchen. I'm hungry.
All right.
I'll hang out in there.
Yeah. Everybody is slowly awakened by a new breakfast smell, in addition to the traditional sort of pancake breakfast. And it's that of licorice. Sweet, sugary licorice.
Yes.
Coasting through the manor. Arjan has put that wok to use with Ruby's assistance. So you have advantage.
Jesse,
And you have +7
it's time to cook.
to your roll. You can do this. The DC is 10.
I believe in you.
Come on, buddy.
You have advantage +7. You can do it. Where's that crit? Come on.
19.
19.
We take those.
Arjan and Ruby are able to come up with basically candied licorice. Ruby's like, I know what this is. We can figure it out. I don't know if this is how it actually works. I don't really care. They make little candied licorice.
How it's made.
And they end up with 6 sticks of it from the one root that Arjan had.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Do you have to make it into something for it to work, or can you just like
You could just eat it.
Okay.
But if
The
you
goal
cook it,
was to cook it.
they took
That's
one.
What we wanted.
They
Yeah,
took
yeah.
one root and
I
made
understand.
6 servings of
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I got that. But I'm just saying, like, in a
It'll make it a
pinch-
lot more palatable.
You could just eat the root.
Yes.
Yeah, it would be like
Yes.
kind of bitter, maybe a little sour, but the way that they sort of cook it and
That's
prepare
like
it,
my kind of
it's
dish.
literally just like candy.
Bitter and sour.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
So there, you now have 6 little strands of
Right there
licorice
with you.
root that will give you 1 hour of immunity to rot.
I'm immune to everything.
If you have the rot, you will have advantage on your next save against it within that time. But it's still pretty bad if you already have it.
Oh,
but-
okay.
Yeah. You can, as a player character, you could eat it as an action.
Okay.
It takes you a little bit to, but if you like cram it in your face, you're like,
Yeah, yeah.
wow. Then for an hour, you're immune to disease.
Cool.
But Arjan is just like,
It works. There you go,
Beautiful.
buddy.
he's just jumping around,
Heck
excited.
yeah.
And he'll run to everyone's door.
Hi. Oh, yeah? You, okay. All
He'll
right.
run
All
over to
right.
Bentley's
All
door
right.
and
All right. All right, time to eat some food.
So as the knocking on Bentley's door happens, he'll awaken from a very peaceful dream.
yeah.
He doesn't remember all of it, but like basically he saw Klaus and Dragon and the Shadow in his dream all in like this golden light again, and just kind of like really warm fuzzy feeling of like we're good. We're on the other side and we're all together.
Yeah.
And he's gonna again see those like golden stag horns and that golden creature that he saw. And when he wakes up, he'll call out Apophis
Okay.
and work with Apophis for a little bit and like chisel the those golden antlers onto the stone, like one side of it. And then once he's chiseled the antlers into the stone, he'll have Apophis do like a rune glow, and the indentations will like glow a golden color.
Oh, we love to see it. We love to see Apophis finding Jesus.
That's
Finding
good soup.
Pokemon Jesus.
That's good soup.
Good stew. But yes, as you carve very intricately that same golden stag pattern, where do you put your +2 to stats?
To Dex.
All right. You feel a little more dexterous, a little more alive.
A little more like I can get out of bed without falling on my keister.
Yeah.
Love that.
It's gonna be a
Feeling a little
good
better.
day.
Nasty muckaroons.
And then you get a little like very excited. It almost sounds like a little spoon.
And I'll open the door with Apophis on my shoulder.
All right. You look out and you're like, and you see the little like 8-inch tall mouse.
Oh,
And then the
breakfast time?
smell of licorice reaches your nose.
And I will head to the kitchen.
And he just points at the door. And then his little legs just runs to Phoebe's door. Taps
Come
it with a
in.
spoon.
And I open the door with my mind.
Okay. You open the door and you just look out and you just see.
Hi, Arjan. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay.
And then he
Coming.
just stands in the doorway and just runs
And
away.
I follow.
Okay. Yeah, same deal. That smell of licorice reaches your nose.
I love licorice.
As Arjan runs into the kitchen and like sprints up the little staircase steps onto the table. Points over to the wok, points at D, big smile, just beaming.
Very excited.
And he's gonna very excitedly dish up on a huge platter a single piece of licorice for each. But then he's like,
Eat it now. Outside. When I need it.
It'll help prevent the rot. So when we're out there, if we hear them howling and they're coming, probably eat it.
Eat the licorice.
Okay.
and he's like,
Is this for us specifically?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Like, do we eat it or do we give it to our Pokemon?
anybody can eat it.
Either?
Depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, anyone can eat it.
Okay.
It's an action, so it would forego an attack if they wanted to do it. But anybody can do it.
I was just role playing as CJ because I didn't.
I got you. I know what you're saying. But just in case, for everybody at home, I know somebody would be like, but for the licorice, could I give it to a Pokemon?
No.
Yes.
Licorice is actually very poisonous. to
Yes,
Pokemon.
they will kill them, but you
It's
can
like
give it to
chocolate
them.
for dogs.
Fake
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah.
All right. But in that moment, Arjan's like, but I did actually make breakfast. And little pancakes and waffles come rolling out. There's a big like fruit buffet. There's a nice breakfast garden salad for D.
What? What?
I don't pick
What is
it.
a
You can't
breakfast
pancakes, Steve?
I have no
salad?
idea.
I don't eat it.
It'll be a fruit. It's a fruit salad essentially.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't eat this
It's
stuff.
breakfast
Cheerios-
salad.
it's
I eat mac and
Cheerios
cheese, chicken
instead of
nuggets.
croutons.
I don't eat salad. I don't know what's in salad. Leaves.
Good.
Cheerios.
Grass.
It's Cheerios instead of croutons, and then
That's
for
one
the
cut up mouse.
salad, it's
Yeah.
no, it's lettuce still. That's all it is, but with milk.
But yeah.
Croutons, peanut butter crunch, and
That's.
Lettuce,
I'm gonna throw up.
Milk and
Cheerios, and milk.
Oh no. Vito.
That's not it.
No.
It can't be worse than what did you like
salad.
some spaghetti pancake thing?
That's from Elf, and I would eat that. Spaghetti and syrup.
Whatever you
Fucking
did.
incredible. Are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
I would
You
try
had
it.
that?
It's
no,
good.
I would
dude.
try it though.
Uh,
Spaghetti noodles with syrup on
Good.
it can't
I
be
mean,
that bad because it sounds
It's still a
horrible.
carb, so it's like
Yeah.
a pancake. I could
Yeah.
see it kind of
yeah,
working.
but no.
If Will Ferrell can eat an
But-
entire Ziploc bag of that for the movie Elf,
I could do
I
it.
would try a mouthful once.
I don't.
Anyway,
It would
Try it,
just
yes.
taste like syrup.
Pretty much. It would just be
Yeah.
very syrupy.
Syrup is strong
Yes.
flavor.
All of this to say, you got breakfast.
Breakfast.
Woo! Manor door's about to open.
Yeah.
Alnamir's just kind of chilling by the door. And Arjan is like tugging at his little coat. And he's like... And Alnamir just goes, I don't eat that. I already ate earlier. And
You're gonna hurt his feelings.
okay.
I was gonna say I conjure an Alnamir puppet and be like, "Yes, I will eat your breakfast."
And Arjan's like, okay, fine. He'll walk in and just grab a pancake, and he just goes, this is really good. And he just stands in the corner.
Hey, when you turn into animals, can you just think of like whatever animal you want? You become that animal?
No,
How's it work?
it takes a lot of study to determine new forms.
By study, you mean like you just like watch an animal for a long time?
You live with them.
That's cool.
Is it your wish to learn this?
Yeah. I would love to be able to turn into an animal. That'd be sick.
Bring your Lycanroc friend with you today.
Okay.
Walk alongside it. Watch how it walks.
Okay.
Watch how it smells. Watch how it eats. Pay attention to it.
Okay.
I mean, it's not the worst thing that could happen to him is turning into an animal. You know what I mean?
He's already halfway there.
It is
Yeah,
better
that's
he
fair.
learned from
You?
a master with friends nearby than out in the woods with no one.
Like, I'm happy to do it with that one. Does it have to be specifically the like Lycanroc though?
Yes,
Okay.
that is the easiest form for you to assume.
Okay.
Mm.
Not just like one that I've spent way more time with.
If you are speaking of becoming a
Crash.
crocodile or something,
Yeah.
you will struggle.
Okay.
You must pick something a bit more normal.
Okay.
The base
Hobbit?
form is a wolf or
Right,
wolf
right, right. creatures.
creatures, but you do not have these in your world.
Right.
But you do not have these in your world. Lycanroc will be closest.
Okay.
Bring him with you. We start there.
Okay.
What
Sounds
about-
good.
What about like a Jigglypuff?
Why would you want to assume this form? It has no uses.
That's pretty close to a wolf.
I definitely think you should do that one.
I want to turn into like a water one, so for like in the future when Crash has to leave, I could just like go.
You just be Crash.
Well, I don't want to be Crash, but like I could go in the water with him whenever I want.
No.
You know?
It is easy at first to pick something that does not produce elements.
That's cool.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't need to be able to do anything cool other than like breathe in water.
You will be able to do cool things.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Then they're cool. They're cool.
I just want to breathe in water.
Cool. I just want to be able to breathe in water.
Yes. One step at a time.
So,
Start small. Go slow.
aside from reaching the church, part of the plan is to try and get the other wizard staff, right?
Hell yeah.
Do we have any thoughts on how we're gonna pull that off?
Ask for it.
Just ask
What?
nicely.
That's
Yeah.
silly.
I mean, we could start with that.
I don't think
Hey,
these
magic
people are
guy, can I
nice
have your
at
magic?
talking.
Yeah. And then if it doesn't work,
Give me your magic.
go up from there. We escalate.
Hey, Phoebe, can I have your Pokemon?
Nope.
Okay. You really think somebody's just
And
gonna
now we
give up
escalate.
magic?
Yeah.
now we escalate.
But then you can say you asked.
Yeah.
We tried asking nicely.
tried.
So
asking nicely
politeness
and you
is
said
something that's
no.
important still.
You never know.
Fair enough.
I don't think we'll be able to have a proper discussion with any of these people.
No,
Probably not, no. It's the only reason I am having a proper discussion with you is out of obligation.
Well, let me ask you this, or would you know this? Is he like surrounded by people all the time? Is he by himself, like doing stuff?
The pack is a pack. They
stick together. They never like go survey and.
No. No, the fewest group you will see is likely 6.
What
Okay.
What about this? Like if you like put your staff up against a wall and you were just like standing there and like I ran up and grabbed your staff, could I run away with it? Like obviously you could attack me still, but like if I tried to take your staff, I could just in theory grab it.
The staff is a focus.
Okay.
The magic is everywhere.
Okay.
It will make sense someday.
So maybe we could like distract him or something and sneak in there, steal it.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking, is like maybe we formulate a plan before they kind of just ambush us maybe at some point and we don't really know what we're doing, because
Right.
it seems like taking the staff and bringing it back to Boyd, I think you guys said, would be a plan.
Yeah.
So, you know, just something to think about, I guess.
Can we stealth in there? Can we like get in?
If you can mask your sense, yes. But they will smell you long before they see or hear you.
Oh, okay. So would we like rub ourselves in mud or
Probably yes. Mud, soil, other things.
so
Feces.
slurp?
I mean, we could figure
How
out
to
a
make
plan,
them
but
like
we
it?
haven't even like seen them.
mud and
Yeah.
D
Yeah, but
is covered
they're
in
gonna
feces.
smell us before we see them.
Yeah. So what? Just from this point forward,
Yeah.
when we leave, we have to be covered in shit.
Yes.
I mean, I
Well,
can just.
I-
You
I
just
want
want to walk
mud.
around covered in shit now.
I want mud, not
Oh,
poo-poo.
biohazard.
I think that as great as an idea as that is, there's gonna be something or someone that we like send out in the moment and they're gonna smell it anyway, and then we'll just be muddy for no reason.
It is, I will say, it is much more likely they will find you. I don't think with a group this large you will
So-
not sneak
That's
upon
fair.
them.
We don't even have to like try to find them; they'll just find us.
It is likely.
Okay, cool.
They found Bentley quite quickly.
Yeah.
It is likely they knew where we were yesterday, but the large creature tends to scare everyone off.
Okay.
So just basically be on guard
Yeah.
24/7 while we're out and about.
So nothing normal.
Yeah.
Or
100%.
nothing
Out of the
unnormal,
normal, yeah.
We had a rough night in my room. There's a bit of a rift between my team. I'm gonna stay inside today. I gotta patch that up because it could be bad if we're out there and something happens.
What happened?
Is everybody okay?
Monty's really beat up. Moonraker's pretty beat up, and my team seems pretty divided. So I don't have all the answers yet. I'm waiting for Monty to wake up, but I kind of need to sort that now and not out there when it could be dangerous.
Okay. My team kicked my ass last night. Wasn't really like upsetting.
Yeah.
We're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, the quote unquote weak boys were in the kitchen when you walked in and they go, there he is. Hey, how's your belt?
It's good, I fixed
-2 to ego.
It's all good.
That was CJ's ego death.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Okay.
Titania at this point will like emerge from your room. Nobody's in the foyer to see this, but you just hear. And she's tapping the claws. And just kind of like lurches around the kitchen door. And about 6 feet up in the doorway, you just see this massive Skarmory head just peer in.
What?
Wow.
That happened too, I guess.
Yep. Yeah.
She just
Wasn't gonna go into all those details, but sure.
Shit.
just come walking in
A goddamn raptor.
and just walks over to the table and just starts eating some food.
Yep, that was part of it. So
Wow.
Titania's feeling herself right now.
we got some stuff
Who
to work
wouldn't?
through.
She's like, everyone look at me.
Yeah.
The big bird in the treehouse.
What's up, Big Bird? I'm gonna go up for a high five.
Ow.
Big bow!
Ow goes your fingers.
Oh no! The last high five you will ever give. Yeah. It is like high-fiving a steel beam.
That was fun. That was fun.
You're like, oh no.
I
Feels
might stay
nice.
inside today, too. Just kidding.
I don't want to go out baby anymore.
Just kidding.
I mean, as long as you're cool with staying inside, I'd like to have you outside.
I know, it's just that my options are I bring them with me and we have to work through this in a way that could draw attention and put us in danger, or I don't bring them and they figure out themselves without a mediator, and that might be worse.
Or you just put them in the PC.
So, yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Fair enough.
I would rather just be done with it.
That's fair. That's why I'm like, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Squawk it out.
I respect your decision, man.
If you see me out there, it's not me, so keep that in mind.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Then we take an ambrosia, as probably I think you always have on you, or I don't know. Do you have it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys want to take it with you?
just in
That's
case.
fine.
Yeah, we're down a boy. So
Oh, in case somebody eats it.
no, just so we have
In case
it.
one of us dies
That's,
outside.
that's what she said, in case somebody eats it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like if you...
We're on the
Eats
same
the
page.
big D.
You guys are saying the same thing, guys.
why would you eat me?
Death.
Oh,
Oh. Right. Right.
Only because you've said that exact string of words before. I was like, yeah, she's talking about death. And then I'm like, there's no context for this.
Gotta eat that big D sometimes.
Yep.
Everybody does once.
Once.
Everybody does
in
at
their
least
life.
once.
sure.
Some people practice more than others.
I'm going to need a month to recover from this.
Some people love eating D.
They're suicidal? Is that what you're getting at? Or
I don't know.
That one didn't really work both ways, but it
Yeah.
was still fun to say.
If you know what I mean.
Oh my god. Okay.
All right.
What
Well,
is
good luck.
happening?
And
If
go
you
back
if you
to-
need if you need muscle,
Good
mutant
lord.
hawk are in my room. Feel free to grab them.
okay,
So
thanks.
no problem, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looking good, Titania.
All
This,
right.
this horrible
We
like,
gotta go
shrill
to the
sound.
room. We're going too far in the opposite direction. Come on, Titania.
All right. But only because I want to go.
You can't
We're
make me do
creating a
anything.
monster by getting rid of the other
Feeding her
monster.
ego.
Yeah, we gotta get out of
Well,
here.
she looks good. That's
I
not gonna
handled
lie.
the problem.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
And
but
I'll do it again.
it's all going to her head right now, and I need to not.
All right.
All right. Well, with Milo remaining within the manor, we need 2 die rolls, so I need 2 volunteers. Somebody roll a
2
d6,
die-
somebody roll a d4.
I'll take a d6.
I'll roll the
Go
4.
for it.
1.
1 on the d6?
Yes.
2 on the 4.
Oh boy. Okay. As you guys emerge.
It's a crow horse Cro-Magnon man this time.
No!
It's a caveman version of what we saw before.
Yeah, it's even worse.
Dear God.
That one's no good. Let's try this one. There's like pirates. What is this?
Oh, and I would also tell you that if everything's resolved, you can use Neek to help you. Stuff. No. If you got some more free time, I don't think it's going to take you 12 hours to solve it.
No.
What's this?
That's what I thought when you were like, what is this, pirate stuff?
Yeah. All right.
I wish.
As the four of you exit the manor with Alnamir, he looks at you. He's like, "You are good. You do not need me here."
I mean, unless there's something you know of that could get in here somehow, I'm good.
Not with that blessing on the door. I will make sure your friends do not, get themselves killed.
Okay.
Be safe, Aladi.
You too.
He'll kind of step out, and you guys emerge into the early morning with a thick fog.
This is new.
Yep. The fog is thick in such a manner that you may see about 10 feet in front of you.
Oh, great. Good.
Goody.
And it rises
Nice inside.
all the way up above you.
Okay.
And you're all like, we'll travel tomorrow. But yes, this very, very thick fog. It is natural fog.
Okay.
There's nothing eerie about it other than that it is foggy.
Okay.
Not 3 teenagers laughing with a smoke machine.
No. That would be funny, though.
Question.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for a stretch here
Okay.
with my trident.
Yeah.
Fogs are typically, on sea.
Uh-huh.
Can I control the fog in some sort of way to create more space to give us to see a little bit better?
Please.
I would
I'm
say
I'm reaching for
the
that at this
trident
point.
can make fog,
So can it just help disperse?
but you can try.
You make it worse because you only see 5 feet.
No!
Guys,
God damn it.
it didn't work. Guys? I will say you can make a nature check. We're just going to see.
I do have expertise
You've
in this now.
got good nature.
Thank you, Boyd. That is a 25.
25. You're able to stretch the fog a little bit further out.
There you go.
You can see about 20 feet in front of you now.
Nice.
Take
That's
it.
better.
Nice
Yeah.
work.
D is now concentrating
That's fair.
on keeping the fog away.
Yeah.
But you got this. But it will at least let you guys see.
Yeah, I imagine it's more so of like an unconscious thing that he kind of just
Yeah.
happens to do, and he's just
Oh,
like,
for sure.
oh, it's a little bit better now.
Yeah.
Just kind of keep going.
As you guys kind of take a couple steps forward, Alnamir's like, fog will slow us slightly. Cannot see around as well.
So long as you still know the way.
Yes, it is that way. And he'll just kind of start walking.
I shall
suit.
follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, as he kind of like takes off in front of you guys. He doesn't go as far as he usually does, but he's like on the cusp of the fog, and he's like always wisping just in and out. But he's just walking.
Yeah, I'll be behind him since I have to
Okay.
keep it far away.
All right. But as you guys walk further and further, the normal large redwood trees and sort of like very closely packed thin trees that grow in between them start to give way to these awful like banyan style trees. Massive, enormous, gnarled root systems that hold the trees pretty substantially far off the ground. And about every 100 or so trees, there's an eerily humanoid shape in the roots. As you keep on trucking through. But there's an eerie consistency with those trees.
Does it look like it at one point might have been like a swamp? Like this was water and that's why the root systems are like that?
Potentially, let's do a little nature about it. Little nature.
10.
10? It's a reasonable conclusion.
Okay.
There's a lot of odd weather up here so far that you guys have seen. Seems to come and go.
Aldemir, when you said that you stay in the forest, and Bentley will just like point to one of the humanoid looking things in the roots.
That is one way, yes.
Cool. Not at all creepy
Yes,
in
do
any
not
way.
look too closely at this.
Okay. He'll just like put his head down and start looking at his feet while he keeps walking.
Okay.
That seems to be a theme. Don't look too closely at anything here.
Yes, a lot of
So
many people are not prepared to see what the forest has to offer.
Is that the case for people that just travel through, and only if you live here you can?
Most folks who travel through do not take these ways.
Okay.
Where is
Alright.
your wolf? I thought you were still learning.
Boop.
A lichen rock. It feels like solid.
How's it go, man?
You gotta do that.
Solid. He's like, good. Yeah. CJ, give me an insight check from this lichen rock.
Can you learn? Can you do a learn check?
Learn
You
check.
can in one D&D you can learn.
13.
Oh, yeah. 13? Okay. You're starting to grasp it. You watch how it walks. It walks with, like, extreme purpose. It's a predator. It's not particularly worried about being hunted. But it is mindful to walk on the parts of the soil that will leave less of an impression with every step. And you kind of start to follow in that. And you're like, that makes sense. Like a nature stealth perspective. I get it. We want to remain... We don't want people to know that we're here. As much as we
Is it
can.
wolf style? Bipedal werewolf style?
Lichen rock is wolf style. Okay. But you're walking kind of like you're doing the creep.
Oh boy.
Okay. Okay.
You start marching along with that.
Alright.
You guys continue to see about every probably quarter mile or so. Just one tree. Big human looking chunk in the roots. And Alnamir is just like kind of waves his hands a little bit up after each one. Almost in the same way that someone would do this. But different hand gestures. But he'll walk you through. You guys come across another gnarled, rotted sign. M.A. Broken off at the middle point. Signpost itself is kind of split and rotting over.
Don't need to fix that one to know what it says. Looks like we're definitely going the right way.
It is likely we will be there soon.
Okay.
Perhaps by nightfall.
Oh, I thought it'd be like 10 minutes.
Said 2 days by horse.
2 days by horse.
And you guys are already there?
You are with Alnamir.
All
Yeah.
right, cool.
We tripping, bruh.
Alnamir halves the amount of time it takes you to travel through woods.
Rangers,
but
baby.
by horse.
Halvises.
He's fast. Fast as frick, boy.
We're going double horse speed.
Yeah.
Also a range.
Things are strange in the
Favorite-
forest.
I'm assuming like a favorite terrain sort of deal. Yeah.
Just Naruto running through it. We'll get there.
Rangers, baby. Best travel companions.
Yeah. But if anybody has anything specific they'd like to handle throughout the walking day,
I will have
forced is yours.
I will have Fang out,
Okay.
and I want him to, similar to what CJ's doing.
Yeah.
Is this like, or I should say before I do that,
Yeah.
does this Lycanroc actually seem to like walk with a purpose and like know like respect and like
It-
is trained
It has
to
fallen immediately in line behind Alnamir.
Interesting.
Like, it pops out, goes, looks at CJ, is like, hey, we're going this way? Okay, cool. There's a little bit of a pack mentality forming in there.
Okay. I will have Fang out, and D is going to try to teach him how to behave like that.
Yeah.
Get out of that puppy mentality.
Aldamir's
So.
being calm assertive, so the pack is following. Yep.
Yeah.
I cannot take this boy home to my pack. I cannot train. He is unruly.
So yeah, that's what.
Fang? Concentration check.
Oh, buddy.
You can do it.
13.
13!
Yeah.
Well done, Mr. Fang. Fang does it.
He's learning.
Fang manages to hold in line. He's like, okay, I get it. That dog's following that guy. I don't get it, but I'll follow that dog. Okay.
So Bentley will send out Nipsey
Yes.
just to have a little companion to follow along, but then see how Nipsey might or might not react if they see the like humanoid creatures in the root systems of these trees.
Nipsey's quite eager to investigate, but it's up to you whether or not to allow that.
I would stay with them, but like I'm not looking at it. I'm just kind of like patting the mush, like, all right, come on, like let's keep moving. Like you can look, but like let's keep it going in a forward direction, please.
If you usher Nipsey along, nothing will happen.
Okay.
As Nipsey's just like,
Just seems very, very, very Nipsey-esque out with the fog and the forest and the dead creatures in plants.
quite true.
It's
Yeah.
very Nipsey aesthetic.
Ooh,
I'm gonna send out William, and he's just gonna be draped on me
okay.
like a giant.
Like a little, like
Big
a
old
fox.
shawl.
Yeah.
He was killed last night to make a scarf.
What? No.
William just,
I mean, if he wants to pretend, but
he's getting real good at pretending.
But he's dead.
But he still holds death grip on the hat.
yeah.
Just-
Have his
Don't
little
touch my
eye,
hat.
his treasure,
Don't touch my hat.
his keen treasure eyes.
Don't touch my hat, bro.
No one's touching your hat.
Don't touch
bro.
my hat, bro. Don't
Wow.
do it.
Chill
Don't
out.
do it. Don't touch my hat. Will not let you.
Little chef hat.
Yeah. It seems to be laden with loot.
I mean, I'd be concerned if one day I just like send him out and it's empty.
A tragedy has struck. in the
Yeah.
night. He lost everything.
Yeah.
He lost the house. The bank came and took it. It's bad.
I hate when that happens.
The hat is just endless keys.
Yeah.
To all my Airbnbs. I'm renting now.
It's a landlord.
Yeah.
Just
William chose violence. He's now a landlord.
Is William doing anything else? He's just out.
no, he's just out. Been a while.
Here he is now.
A giant stuffed ferret walks in the door.
Okay. Well, the better part of your day is passed uneventfully.
Cool.
We're going to jump into the manor for a bit. Conflict mediation. Mr. Rooter,
Mm-hmm.
your friends have left the manor for the day. Various Pokemon from your guys' teams are like, what are you still doing in here? We were gonna have we were doing nothing.
Yeah, go get up to whatever trouble you normally do, and it
Shirley's
doesn't
just
matter to me. Yeah. I'm not your trainer. Have fun.
Milo snaps a pool cue in half. We're gonna have tryouts.
Jesus.
oh my god. I feel like if I did that, I would just break my knee.
Yeah.
Just shattered in 6 different places.
Just don't do it on the thick part.
I don't think I could do it on anybody.
You can do it. You can do it.
All of this to say, Mr. Rooter,
Mm-hmm.
you walk with Titania, who walks tries to walk a little bit ahead of you, but is like, this feels wrong. So it's like trying to match her stride, but also trying to figure out why she's faster. So she'll walk and stop because she's still young,
Yeah.
but it's just kind of jumping, little half jumps.
We'll work on it. You'll get there. I know you can.
She's like, I know I can and I will and I have gotten there. I'm impressive. It's okay.
I'm gonna go up in the tree.
Up in the
And
tree.
If Monty has recovered,
Yeah.
then I will. It's just gonna be the two of us, just
Okay.
myself and Monty, and I'll kind of take him out of his healing chamber, kind of sit him there, and he's all beat up and missing a lot of feathers.
He's
and
pretty bashed.
um,
He's Captain Bash.
just answer me straight here, buddy. Did you take it too far? I think the kind of team leader power went to your head, and I think you did more harm than good.
Sad crow noises.
Well, I'm happy that you can acknowledge that at least. You're gonna have to face the rest of the team in your kind of unfortunate state here. But you need to make sure that we're on good terms, because I would like you to continue your role down the line, but obviously you need a different approach. So we will get in a pulley and
Okay.
ride down on an elevator as fast as I can do a pulley. I'm doing this on purpose because they can see us descending, and he's
Yeah.
kind of like, oh god.
Very meekly, and they're all like, here he comes.
And we'll go down, and to my knowledge, it was just Moonraker. So I'll ask Moonraker to come approach.
Okay.
And
Flap his little wings, kind of hop towards you.
and I'll have them converse in bird.
Bird speak.
Yep.
You gotta squawk it out sometimes.
Yep. And
Squawk it out.
it seems like it's good. And then I'm gonna kneel down to Moonraker and I'm gonna say, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
These kinds of things happen.
Yeah, I should have been more alert to what happened.
I also hit him in the face.
Yeah.
It's
So-
fair. It happens. We were having a battle, and then suddenly it escalated very quickly.
I guess
He
this is
turned
voice.
Italian.
Listen, the Moonraker needs to be bespoke. Okay, he can't be like everybody else.
Daughter's wedding.
I would still prefer that for Mario's voice than Chris Pratt.
100% agree.
Jack Black as Bowser is not bad though.
Pretty good.
Oh, he did
not bad.
well.
Especially
Everybody
the
else
opening
is
line.
fine.
Yeah.
It's
You're
just
like,
yeah.
Chris Pratt is like, you're not gonna believe it's gonna sound so different, and it's literally just him.
Yeah.
You've never heard a Mario like this, because Mario can only say, "It's a me, Mario," and wahoo. So if you start going, "It's me, Chris Pratt,"
It's
the
a
actor.
me, Chris Pratt.
Of course, I've never heard Mario say that.
The
'Cause he would
only
never say it.
A-lister left. I have to be in every movie.
Of course, I've never heard Mario.
Why
say
would
that.
Mario say, "Hey,
Why would
it's
Mario
me,
say
Chris
that?
Pratt, the famous actor from the Marvel films and other movies"?
Anywho's,
Yeah, back on
that'll
track.
be that, and then they will return, and I will think that is the end of that. But then Bullet will push forth Shimmer,
Okay.
because Shimmer was a victim at one point,
Yeah.
and I'll be like, "What's happening now?" And
Bullet
they'll, like,
gets winged up.
con-
Shimmer just kind of hops forward.
and they'll converse in bird, and I'm like, "What the heck?"
Shimmer sits there and is like,
And
trying real hard to get it.
and it keeps
Probate's hard to
happening.
read.
It keeps happening. They send up Boomer, and
This is an intervention.
yep. And
Monty, you've been a bully.
And I'm like, what the heck? This is a lot more than I thought it was.
Yeah. Whole squad's coming forward. They're like, yeah, he bullied me. He stole my crackers. He pushed me into a locker. We don't even have those. He imagined a locker and pushed me into it.
Yeah, that's
To egg at me.
and that's about it for right now.
Okay.
They'll kind
It's
of
an eye-opening experience for Milo for sure.
Yeah,
Is especially some of your newer teammates are coming forward like, hey, this guy's kind of a jerk.
yeah.
Like, he's in charge, but like sometimes I just want a normal day of training, and it's like, hey man, I'm gonna peck you in the eyes, and it's really unfortunate. It hurts a lot. We're all very upset. This is a waterfront union meeting from 1910 in Chicago. Apparently.
So none of that.
I don't know where it came from.
Instead of any of that,
Yeah.
um,
you got full control here. You do what you want to do.
so
It's your team.
I will apologize to the team. Like, hey guys, I honestly thought everything was in a pretty good spot. There's a lot going on. Everyone's seen it out and about. I was working on some other things, and I should have been more involved. So I would like to be more involved, but I would like to also work as a team to train Monty to be a team leader.
Okay. Monty
So-
gets as beat red as a crow can get, and just
Yep.
kind of shudders a little bit. Takes like a half step behind your leg, and it's like, no.
So here's what I really want to
My
do
power.
today for the rest of the day, and I'm not gonna like go through them all.
Okay.
But everyone play, do whatever, have a good day. But one at a time, we're gonna come up. So like we'll take Violet
You
first.
do your one-on-one HR meeting.
Kind of, but it's gonna be like, what do you want to work on,
Yeah.
and then how can we help? And like, let's say Violet wants to like get better with the sword, and
Yeah.
like, what can she do, and how can Monty observe or be involved in a way to give critique or help her improve? So
Perfect.
gonna go down the line and work with everybody to come up with a game plan on how they want to be trained.
Love
so,
it.
So he can kind of be like, okay, everyone's different.
Yeah.
It's not just a beat 'em up.
They're setting their own expectations for the training.
Yep. And
It's a very
then
positive environment.
at the end of that, I'm assuming that takes most of the day.
Probably, yeah. You got a lot of team members that
yeah.
have some grievances to air.
We will all gather around as a team. We'll do a big Thanks for sticking it out. This is the best team. Go team. And we will bestow upon Monty the feather.
Okay.
Because I would like him to own that piece. And when he feels like Pokemon have trained what they want to train, he can kind of, yes. And also in hopes that it'll in some way help his feather recovery because he is lacking in that department currently.
A bird's
My birds.
feather. Bird. Well done.
Hollow.
We love to see it. We love to see a positive work environment where everybody can feel free to speak their mind without fear of retaliation.
OSHA would approve.
You know who you are. I don't even know who they are, but someone out there needed to hear that. Everybody outside, who's outside of the manor, walking in the forest. Somebody throw me a D10. Anybody.
Not all at once.
Yeah.
I already threw
All
one,
of
so
you
just
throw a
you.
D10. Everybody. Just kidding. Just one. What you got?
9.
9.
Seems like
Nine.
good number.
9.
Oh my god. As you guys are walking in the fog, through the fog, you see a faint fire glow, little red fire glow, little ways off to the side, just a little bit.
Right.
And there's like this very, very faint sound of humming coming from this cabin. But none of you can quite place the tune. But it sounds so familiar.
So there's a red light coming from a cabin?
Potentially. It's in the fog. But you do hear humming.
Okay.
And maybe the sounds of like a crickety old rocking chair.
You guys hear that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tap all in the mirror on the shoulder and like be like, what is that?
That is probably a denizen of the woods.
There's people that just live here freely.
Not people, but yes.
Not people. Okay.
Alright, that doesn't
Rocking
sound
chair
good.
person.
So basically,
keep moving?
yeah.
Up to you. I do not know who this is. This feeling is unfamiliar.
Okay.
I mean, I don't like the thought of something just living out here. I
Yeah.
feel like we should maybe just keep it moving. It's kind of freaking me out.
Well, especially after that Frankenstein monster.
Yes.
What if there's like $1 million in there though?
That is, I suppose anything is possible, but
Obviously not.
million.
Obviously not like $1 million,
Could
but
be
like,
3 million.
They just
Oh.
like
Even be
sitting on a
boat.
mill in the
what if
house.
they have like a bunch of swords or something?
I think
could
you have
get my
enough
genie
swords.
back.
I don't have any swords actually.
I
Well,
thought you had like 5
I
knives.
have knives. I could probably put them together and make a cool sword, but
Do you want a sword?
then I only have a sword and not multiple knives. Also,
I
you don't
don't-
know where my knives are. That's if you have a sword, everybody can see it.
So you just want a sword for show?
Well, no, obviously you would want the sword to be lethal too.
Mm.
So,
I don't think this person is a sword.
okay.
So as they're
Just playing
chatting
devil's
back and
advocate,
forth, Bentley's gonna go
Fuck
off
yourself.
more to the side and like kind of like go around a tree and just see if he can like try and listen to whatever noise is coming from that
absolutely.
light.
as you get a little closer, for the sake of audio quality, I'll do the best I can. But you hear, it almost sounds like somebody inhaling while they sing to themselves. Be still, my darling, mustn't fret. Pray that ye do not forget. The broken locks shan't hide your fear. Lurking predators yet lie near. Remain but still, O child mine. For on approach is killer thine. Fear not, O child, the sting of blade and claws shall never pierce the An orange glow denies entry, for no mortal may possess the key. And should they try, oh child mine, they'll join the bodies of the night. And you just hear very, very creaky rocking chair.
And then we leave.
Guys, it's gonna be a hard pass for me.
Do you cast Tidal Wave and runs? No.
Power kill.
It sounds like it's not gonna be friendly at all. We should just keep moving. It's like it's doing this weird like chant. It sounds kind of like Remus almost, but like not nice.
It's not Remus?
No,
Just Remus?
It's like it's kind of like the voice. Like it sounds like Remus kind of sounds a little creepy, but this is like really creepy. We should Remus.
I have no interest.
Let's just keep moving, please.
Okay.
All right. You guys start to walk away. The humming gets quieter. Quieter and quieter.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
The red glow
I don't like it at all.
eventually fades into the
I
mist.
don't like it at all.
You guys press on forward. You're like,
Creeping me out.
Yeah.
nope. A million times, no.
Never.
No.
You see, the D&D player in me was like 100% let's go.
See what's
but I'm like,
happening?
really?
Me too. Me too.
No.
I wanted to so bad, but I'm like,
We would have died. Just would have
Yeah, we're
happened.
down.
Or it could have
person.
been Remus just reading a poem to himself.
Guarding $1 million and 5 swords.
Exactly. Yeah. It would have been perfect.
Yeah.
You never know.
Just a windfall.
It is worth
We'll
noting.
go with that.
a windfall. in
You
that
were
cabin.
right!
Yeah, it's worth noting as you guys walk, that humming tune kind of lingers with you.
Cool.
Just kind of sticks in your head a little bit.
It's nice. Really good
it's like
poem.
the holes
Okay.
one. If only the woodpecker sang.
Yeah.
Your grandma's a gypsy?
Maybe.
Carry me up the mountain.
And have me drink from the water.
You must bring Madame Zeroni up the mountain. No. I refuse.
It freaked me out as a kid.
It's very scary. All of that to say, the rest of your day is, humming aside, relatively quiet, but you find yourselves every couple minutes, one of you is humming. And then you catch yourself and you're like, no, stop.
Creepy.
The same thing.
So
And when
Like, do they know the words?
No, it's
Okay.
just the melody.
Okay.
But when one of you catches yourself and stops, someone else will kind of absent-mindedly pick it up when you're not focused on something else.
Is
Bentley does it too.
Bentley does it too.
Kill the witch.
I'm saying from a player perspective,
Yeah.
it's not being possessed.
No.
Because he
Yeah.
cannot be possessed.
No, it is not a possession effect. It's not a charm or anything. It's just a catchy song that you swear you've heard before, but you know you haven't.
A jaunty little
Is,
tune.
But it just sticks. It's like a little earworm song. It just sticks in your brain.
Like when you get rickrolled.
Yeah.
Damn
it!
Sing it all.
Rick rolled.
So
We just opened the door. That's what happened.
Let's all do an example of one of our favorite earworms so that we're fucked for the next week.
That's my daily life, though. Have a song stuck in my head.
Nipsey is going to
Taking a little
independently
dipsy?
of Bentley
Uh-oh.
do a check on these gnarled root systems.
Sure.
But I need you to tell me what that check would be. Would
What
it
are
be?
you looking for?
It is Nipsey, and they are intrigued. That's as far as I got. Like, I don't know whether
You
it would
wanna
be
investigate?
Arcana, or if it would be investigation, or if it would be insight.
He's asking like how
or-
Nipsey would look at it.
Yeah, like
from what
kind of like
perspective.
in what way are you looking at it? Are you just trying to check them out? You want to see if they're natural?
You peck around.
Just Nipsey
Wanna eat it?
is intrigued by it and doesn't understand it and wants to understand it.
So like why they're there?
Like a nature,
Or-
maybe?
No, just like how and why they are what they are, but also like
Okay.
it's
Slam
picking
a-
at their brain a little bit.
Slam an intelligence roll for me.
11.
Okay. The root systems are entirely natural, as nasty as they look. Nipsey doesn't get too close, because I imagine they don't want to fall behind. But the longer they sort of stare at this thing, even Nipsey begins to feel unnerved.
Ow.
Oh, don't love that. Okay.
And
Okay.
to the point that Nipsey starts to hear breathing and is like, no.
Okay.
And we'll just kind of march back towards you.
So Nipsey will like skitter up like closer to me than
It's
they
a
had been
ghost tree.
previously. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like kind of noticing that they're a little spooked, Bentley's just kind of gonna like look around and see if there's anything like up in the trees that might be stalking us or something.
Sure, give me a perception check. Percept.
17.
17. No tangible thing seems to be following you, but there is a very faintly dancing little shadow that just lingers at the back, just in the fog on the trail behind you. Just sort of dancing. It's about the size of maybe like Drip. Very small.
Okay.
Very small shadow like.
Weird.
Is that on the ground or is it floating?
It's on the ground. Seems to be, at least. But it's moving back and forth in the fog.
Alnamir,
Yes.
we can keep walking, but Nipsey, they seem pretty freaked out, and that is very uncharacteristic. So I kind of look back, and I don't know if you can like just look over my shoulder briefly, but looks like there's maybe like a little shadow thing following us. I don't know what it is.
Yes. I'm aware. Just pay it no mind.
Pay it no mind. Well, what is it?
Just continue to walk. It is a shadow.
Yeah, but a shadow of what?
Shadow of something.
Okay, I don't love that. It's
You
not
are not meant to.
okay. Is
It
it
will
gonna
unnerve
like
you.
hurt us? Is
Hey, hey.
Not if you pay it no mind.
Hey.
It will be okay.
He said ignore it. Just ignore it.
but
The more
Nipsey's
you look
freaked
at it,
out.
the
Yeah, well, you
larger
know
it will
it's
grow.
there, and if it attacks, then we'll
But what would
take
freak
care
out
of it.
Nipsey? Nipsey's scarier than anything I've
Something
seen.
freaky,
Nipsey's
but
just
Alnamir doesn't seem to care about it.
Maybe
so-
it's
just
that,
like
maybe it's that
chittering with the claws, like
crow thingy again that you saw.
No,
the
that thing
big
was huge. It's not that.
it's a go.
Maybe it's like a piece of it though. Maybe it's like one of their children.
Well, maybe.
Don't say that. Reassure me.
I already told you to just ignore it, but you're just like, nah, I'm a fucking.
Yeah, but I can't ignore it.
All right, well then go talk to it.
I don't want to.
Exactly. So pick something.
All right, fine. I'm ignoring it.
The more mind you pay it, the more available to you it
All
will
right,
become.
okay, blah, singing to myself, doing a different tune from the creepy guy in the cabin.
Bentley finds himself singing along to the creepy tune from the guy in the cabin.
No,
You're doing the exact
No!
opposite of what you're trying to do.
no. And Bentley
Even
will,
music is dangerous
he'll,
here.
he'll try and like
Right.
think about like a kid story he read when he was younger that made him feel nice and fuzzy inside, and try and
Little Red
put that
Riding
in his
Hood.
brain
Yeah,
instead of
your brain is
creepy
filled
things.
with the story of a mother and a child in a cabin in the woods.
La, 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 la. Don't let
Hearing
that
even
the
bother
howling
using
of
mine.
wolves
Mm-mm.
and the clanging of swords.
Don't like it.
Sounds nice.
The wolf eats the mom and impersonates her. Says, "Come close, dear."
And then he eats the.
And then he eats the girl.
Yep, puts it right in the stew. Get a good stew going there.
Bentley's just gonna start like brandishing his walking stick with the spell tag on it, like kind of just like freaking out and being paranoid now.
Okay. Do you point it forwards or back towards the little shadow fella?
I guess like to the sides, and then he'll like swivel around and then point it in that direction towards the
boy.
shadow thing.
Oh boy.
Okay. The shadow will sort of stop dancing, and there's this singular little orange eye that forms and just kind of goes back and forth.
Okay, and
Stops walking while you hold the spell tag towards it.
Bentley will just slowly turn back around and keep walking, like, all right, freaky shadow thing, don't like it. Moving forward because CJ and Alnamir said to ignore it.
It's that same tune. Lurking in that sing-song whisper.
Don't like it.
As Alnamir just continues to walk, and he just goes, I told you not to look at it.
Is he singing too, Almany?
No.
Okay. That's not affecting.
He is a man of pure focus. I'll say for as long as D concentrates on the fog, you also do not hum.
Oh yeah, I've always been kind of keeping that up.
Yes.
Can I intensely focus on petting William?
Give me a concentration check.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. It's a Constitution saving throw. You just have to beat a 10. How well can you focus?
14.
14. Phoebe, you focus so much on William that you stop humming. And you're like,
Yeah.
I love this ferret. He is great.
So much.
I love all the things that he has stolen that I don't know about.
Yeah.
Because I have boundaries. And I respect his personal space. And you manage to stave off the humming. Whew. CJ, give me an insight check on your Lycanroc pal, who continues to walk.
9.
9.
Oh boy.
I'll say it's probably fair. You're a little distracted, both by the humming and by Bentley going,
All right.
"Whoa," and you're trying to talk him down, and you're trying to watch Lycanroc, and you're like, okay, oh, jeez.
Bentley, it's probably just a ghost. Relax.
Well, I don't like that we're being followed by a ghost.
It's fine. It doesn't matter. It's not gonna hurt us. We're fine.
How do you know it's not going to hurt us?
Alnamir's not worried about it. If he was worried about it, I would be worried about it. We're fine.
Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Why is it continuing? I thought we walked away from the cabin.
Maybe it hurt us and it's now just following us.
I don't like that.
It's gonna be fine. We got other things to worry about right now.
Okay,
He's not hurting us. He's just making us hum.
Okay.
I'll let it be.
All right.
Drew,
Also, you're distracting me, so shut up.
Sorry.
D is still a little salty at Bentley, so I'm gonna pull the fogging a little bit closer on his backside, just a little,
Oh, just
to where it's like he can just kind of see it roll in slowly.
Just try to help him too. Block out the.
Maybe.
But also,
the
you're
shadow.
like, keep it moving, bud.
Yeah,
Come on.
like to kind of yeah.
The fog starts to roll a little closer, Bentley. It's like licking at the back of your shoes as you're like, ah.
Bentley's going to walk a little faster, but then he's just going to stare down at Nipsey and try to focus on Nipsey's little feet skittering and just like think about Nipsey walking and like focus all of his attention on that to try and zone out everything else.
Okay. Yeah. After about probably 15, 20 minutes, the humming will subside and the shadow loses interest in you guys. You take like one cautious look over your shoulder. It's just fog behind you now.
Is it?
For now.
Roll initiative.
For now, roll initiative. Now not. Ooh.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
But as you all continue to walk, evening starts to fall upon you. And you see another road sign. This one fully intact. Looks relatively well kept. Not rotting. Welcome to Monacos. Population? Crossed out? We're figuring it out.
Oh. Please go to
Some humor in the sign.
monacos.census.gov.
As the door to the manor will fizzle open, you guys can see just off in the distance the shadow of like a couple buildings maybe. And as it would be 7 o'clock, 7 church bell chimes.
Whoa.
As the manor opens behind you, you barely hear it. Phoebe, if it wasn't a tangible feeling for you, it would have been drowned out. But the manor opens as Aldemir just looks ahead and is like, they have a church. We are in luck. Maybe this is the place.
Tomorrow morning it's go time then.
Well, in you go.
I'll go inside.
Bentley will race in.
Are you gonna stay out here?
No. I am simply making sure no one abducts you.
Right.
You have told me something is trailing you.
Right.
Would not make sense for me to.
Appreciate you, Alnamir.
Of
Cool.
Good guy.
In you
Cat.
go.
Dog.
We will work on your Lycanroc tonight.
Cool.
Without distraction.
Ooh, you're
Sounds
in
good.
trouble.
Good.
I'll go in my room.
All right. But as you guys walk into the manor door, they kind of slam it behind you and lock it. That's what we'll call it for today. A little tense at the end there, but otherwise a nice, lighthearted little manor walking sesh. I think you guys needed a break for a bit.
Arriving at a mysteriously well-kept town in the middle of a forest, the gang retreats to the relative safety of Wilhelm Manor to reconvene and plan their next steps. If you enjoyed this episode of Boarding Party, please consider leaving a like on the video to show your support. If you'd like to see more of the Tots and stay up to date on the Licorice region, why not subscribe to the channel? If you'd like to help us out in other ways, you can follow the links in this video's description box to the Patreon. From there, you can join the discussions in our Discord server, or check out the post-show Still Rolling and get a recap of every session with myself and the crew. Let us know in the comments below what you thought about Milo's team drama, the journey through the forest, and just what that creepy shadow might have been. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you next week as the gang marches through Monacos on their journey to Tale's End.